one of the
saying?
first
Like,
few in here
we really twin
with
it,
everything
bro.
going
Like, you know
on.
what I'm saying? That's what we do now when we twin that shit. Like,
2 Shanks nights in a row.
what's good, Zah?
What's good, Zah, man? I'm surprised you showed up today.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised too. I really wasn't.
Well, I won't say that. I say I'm surprised you're one of the first few in here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
surprised.
I definitely thought
bro.
you'd
I
be in
thought,
hiding. Not
I
gonna
was
lie,
thinking
Zah.
he can't do 2
Glad to have
Shanks
you here,
nights
my
in
guy.
a row.
Let's see.
So he skipped tonight and we get him tomorrow night.
Mm.
Cause I know they do tonight. He ain't skipping tomorrow.
Couple months.
Yeah. I definitely thought you'd be in hiding. Not gonna lie, Zah. Glad to have you here, my guy. Let's see.
I was right. Remember we talked about this Shanks brother shit. How many months ago, Coach?
It's
A couple months.
this was brought up.
What did I? I said if red hair Shanks had a brother,
Because
he
I
will
said I'll skip
literally
tomorrow too.
be the red herring of the story. And we're here now. We're here.
I want to hear it
I
all.
love it here.
This
I
was
mean, I
brought
still
up.
ain't convinced.
Listen, I love it here. I love it.
I gotta, you
I'll
gotta.
skip tomorrow too. That's cute.
Right.
I
ain't gonna go
don't
too
do
hard.
innuendos with Oda. You gotta lay it out for me. You gotta just
I
say.
want to hear it all, honestly, because I mean, I still ain't convinced.
What do you not convinced?
I mean,
You gotta-
so
you
far I'm
gotta-
not convinced that's not Shanks that just pulled up.
Ask you a question.
Only saw one half of his
I
face.
don't do innuendos with Oda. You gotta lay it out for me.
Mhm.
You gotta
What are
just
you
say.
not? What I need you to do? Like, I need you to specifically tell me. Like,
You know what's crazy? Because there's 2 panels.
what are you not convinced, bro?
Oda.
I mean, so far I'm not convinced that's not Shanks that just pulled up.
Yeah.
Only saw one
Why
half
not?
of his face.
From the edge
Bro,
of the set.
Shanks has
And
a
then the
scar.
only panel that
This is
exists
not.
without the
There's no
scar
scar
is
here.
the
He's
panel when
literally-
he's in the chamber with the
You know what's
board.
crazy? Because there's 2
Which I kept
panels in
telling you,
existence with
that is
Oda drawing Shanks with the
Not
same
Shanks.
angle.
Yeah.
You
And
see the
unless you
scar
think
coming.
people are like, oh no,
from
Oda
the
just
edge
made
of
a
the set.
mistake. He didn't draw the scar with an
And
accident.
then the only panel that exists without the scar is the panel when he's in the chamber with the gore save. Which I kept telling people, that is not Shanks.
That's what you're telling
It's
me?
not Shanks.
That's what we're doing here?
And unless you think, and people are like, oh no, Oda just made a mistake. He didn't draw the scar.
Well, to be fair,
So the statement
Oda-
that he made in chapter
Oda
9,
did make a mistake
he made the
when we
same
first-
mistake again in chapter 11.
when we were on the way to Elbaf. And we talked about those
That's what we're doing
mistakes.
here.
And we were like,
We're
oh,
saying Oda just
we're in a
makes mistakes
dream
like
or we're not in the real reality.
we're
Because
doing.
those mistakes were so like apparent to
To
us.
be fair,
So
I'm
it happens.
Oda didn't make a mistake when we were on the way to Elbaf. And we talked about those mistakes. And we were like, oh, we're in a dream or we're not in the real reality. Because those mistakes were so like apparent to us. So
Yeah, but then we found out that was. But then we found out that was.
I mean, that's fair.
It was also the alcohol, the abstinence
That-
that was still brought up in the situation, which could literally mean we uncannily just weren't know what fully know what was going on. They didn't.
Made a mistake 100 and something chapters
So that's my quote for that.
That's
As
fair.
far as the Shanks stuff,
Every time you draw Shanks,
I was just talking to Bolu in the chat, and I'm telling you, you think Oda's just casually making the same mistake twice?
I know Oda is a very busy man.
Chapters ago.
He's been stressed. He's got the live action going. He's got the revamp of One Piece
This
going.
is what he's doing. Every time
His health. He's a busy guy.
like, we're just doing
I
that.
don't know what.
That's what we
I
think.
don't
Don't
know.
get me wrong.
But I mean, he is also
Like,
human.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
I know Oda is a very busy man. He's really stressed. He got the live
Well,
action going.
only
He got
thing
the
I'll
revamp
say,
action.
because like I said,
his health. He's a busy guy. I don't know what. I don't know. But I mean, he is also human. You know what I'm saying?
this right here, a dot's missing, bro. I can't get to that next dot, so you connect this dot
What I
right here.
only thing
I just
You ever do
Bolu in the chat. And he couldn't admit it.
You ever-
And then I'm like, yo,
you ever do one of those in
your video,
Yo,
and
dots
he was talking
missing,
about
that's this right here.
he
The
in
dot's
his video,
missing.
he talking about
I can't get to that next dot until the
scars,
next
and I was
dot
like, yeah,
right here.
scars,
I just
everything you do right now.
had this very same
He's like,
conversation
nah,
with
it's
Bolu
not.
in the
And I was
chat.
like, okay,
He couldn't
so
admit it.
you think that's
And I'm
Shanks?
like, yo, bro,
He's like,
you're
nah,
he made a
so
video
what's telling
and he
you
was
that
talking
it's not
about
Shanks? Oh, like,
he
doesn't
made
look
a video.
like
He
a
was
scar.
talking about the Shanks
What are we talking about?
scar thing. I was
Literally
like,
just
yeah, the
contradicted
scar
that.
is what's telling us everything we need to know right now. And he's like,
What-
nah, it's not. And I was like,
What
okay,
what
so
side?
do you
Because I
think
didn't
that's Shanks?
I didn't see
And he's
all
like,
of his face.
nah. I was like,
What
so
side
what's
of
telling you
the
that it's not
face is
Shanks?
the scar on?
Oh, like, doesn't look like he has a
Yeah.
scar. So then what are we talking
His
about?
right
What are
side?
we talking about? You literally just contradicted everything you just said. What are we talking about?
Left side? Oh, okay.
What?
See him from this angle.
What side? Because I didn't see all of his face.
Bro,
What side
bro,
of
look.
the
Bro,
face
look.
is the scar?
Bruh.
Face.
Bruh.
Not on this side.
Scars on this side.
But we
His
don't
right side?
coming over here.
Mm-hmm.
And
Left side.
Shanks, like I said,
Side? Oh, okay.
You see him from this angle, looking at me from this side. So you're seeing this side of my face. You're seeing this side of Stab's face, not this side. But we don't.
Is it
see
possible
nothing
for the
to
scar to
note
be
here.
covered up by the hood?
And for Shanks, like I said, there are
I'm
two
asking.
panels in existence with Shanks from that angle, and both of those panels have the scar.
Just give
So
me my
the only other panel that exists where there's no scar is when it's not
I'm gonna ride
Shanks.
this thing.
Is it possible for the scar to be covered up by the hood?
Major antagonist for this
Cut the
arc.
coat, yeah.
I'm
It doesn't look good on you. It does not look good on you. It does not
We got,
look
I
good
got
on
two
you.
confirmations in one
Just
chapter.
give me my W and let's call it a day. Because I'm gonna
Were you
ride
saying
this thing
Shanks'
home.
brother is a holy knight as well?
I told you.
What's good,
I
big
said
Brody?
major antagonist for this arc
with a
would be
shorty with the
Holy
whole
Knights.
Akatsuki vibes going on. That's not a.
We got.
What's what
I
about?
got two confirmations in one.
I
That's
don't.
not a holy knight. He must be a sinning knight. I guess.
Yeah, because I don't think he's a
So you
holy
saying
knight. I
Shanks'
feel
brother
like
is a
that's his
holy
own
knight?
fraction.
What's good, Big Brody?
He pulled up next to with a shorty with the whole Akatsuki vibes going
Holy
on.
knights are
That's not a. Listen, man. Look,
Oh, you know what? Hold
I
on.
it's not a holy knight. He must be a sinning knight, I guess, or some
Yeah,
shit.
because I don't think he's a holy knight. I feel
I
like
definitely think that's a holy knight. Who's the? Because look, Reed thinks that the holy knight is that the holy knights are oh, you know what? Hold on, let me do you one better.
I just sent you a text message. Ask me what you're looking at when you see it.
what am I looking at?
Have you seen it?
Hold on, let me pull it up on my laptop, so I don't gotta leave it live.
Yeah, look it up first. Look at it first.
I just sent you a text message. Ask me what you're looking at when you see it.
What am I looking at?
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Put it up on my laptop,
Yeah.
so I don't gotta leave
All
it.
right.
Yeah,
Opening
look it
my
up first.
messages.
Look at it first.
Okay. No, it didn't come through on my laptop. One second.
Oh
Okay.
boy, you might need it. I'll wait. Double click out the tab.
All right.
Okay.
Opening my
It's
messages.
so wide open.
Shout out to everybody that's in the live. I don't know. In the live, I can't see nothing going on.
Okay.
It didn't come through on my laptop.
Before we actually start talking about the
Oh boy, you might need
Okay.
it. I'll wait.
Okay.
You gotta talk Jump Fest.
Double click out the tab
Let my
right
followers
there,
address
from your
it.
phone.
There might be
Yep,
chat.
there we go.
Like the chat.
We
Doing it now.
got two in the
shout out
chat
to
right
everybody
now.
that's in the
One of
live.
them's
I don't know if
Zah.
there's anybody in the live. I can't see nothing. What Coach got going
I think
on.
the other blue.
I do want to get started with a few things before we actually start talking about the chapter. We do got to talk Jump Festa. Okay, but go ahead. My fault was addressing whoever might be in the chat. I don't know.
We've been
Who
doing
in
this
the
for a
chat?
year.
Can't see it.
We got two in the chat right now. One of them is Zah.
So we
I think the other blue.
We need to dedicate
I might throw some bread at you
real
so you can use for the ads or
gusto to improve.
for your IG account. So I'm gonna talk to my manager, find out how much I should
That.
throw at you.
We've been doing this for a year. We should at least have more than 10 people, like on the
You
regular.
help me help us.
So let's.
I'm with that. I might
I'm
match
probably gonna have to
it.
throw
You
some. I
know
might throw some bread
what
at
Santa
you,
got for me.
so you can use for
Great.
the
So
ads
all we
or
gotta do
promotion
is get
for
more
your
people
IG
involved
account.
and,
So I'm gonna talk to my manager, find out how much I should be throwing at you. Bread
Now,
wise.
I give you some points on the photo I
me,
just
help
seen.
us.
You
I'm with
you
that.
swaying me. You
I
swaying me.
might match it depending on what Santa got for me.
one more look.
Great, because all we got to do is get more people involved in like looking at us as we talk. Because we're good talkers. Now,
I give you some points on the photo I just seen. You swaying me.
all
You
right.
swaying.
Look at. Take one more look. Right.
Okay.
There's a bunch of.
Now that I think about it, hold on.
The only one
What is this panel from? What chapter is that from?
Very same sword as Ferrari. Literally, it's a statue of Ferrari, and that's walking up to the Holy Land. By the way,
going to the reverie, and those are the.
Now that I think about it, hold on. What is this panel from? What chapter is that from?
That's Reverie shit. And they're going on the way. People are the kings and queens are here, and they're walking up. They're going to the Reverie.
That's all.
And those are the
those
statues.
Well, you'll probably be
Basically the protectors.
I like
Those are the
stabs.
holy
I
knights.
like the energy that I like the
One of them
aura
has
that comes
very
with
same-
the
the
name
head
stabs. I
holder
feel like
has
that
a
type of
sword.
guy wouldn't let
You see it,
Blackbeard just
gang.
like walk over him like
You
that.
see
I
it.
feel like that's the
And
one that
I
was spin the
definitely
block.
think Stabs.
I like Stabs.
Stabs until we get a name. Well, he'll probably always be Stabs. Shanks and Stabs.
I-
It just seems like the together.
I like stabs, but I like the energy that I like the aura that comes with the name stabs. I feel like that type of guy wouldn't let Blackbeard just like walk over him like that. I feel like that's the one that would spin the block. So I like stabs.
And now that we know about Stabs, let's backtrack. Let's big backtrack. Let's talk regular One Piece until we get heads in here to really talk about One Piece.
Hey,
Right.
I just realized it. Let me click on the live button. Like the buttons I can send it to people. So let's see what happens.
Let me see. Send the live.
Send it to Rob. I don't know if he'll pop up. If he pops in, get him on immediately. I want it if he's able to.
Hey, that's crazy. I just realized it. Let me click on the live button. The buttons I can send it.
Because I know his boy
Let's see what
now.
happens.
He ain't a rat. You know what I'm saying? Which I've been saying.
I'm gonna send it to Rob. I don't know if he'll pop up, but if he pops in, get him on. I want it. If he I definitely want to hear his perspective on the
Japanese fan base. They lost when people.
because I know his boy.
What are you talking about?
He ain't a rat.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
It's only the Western
Which I've been
fan
saying.
that calls
The
Shanks
only
a rat.
people that
Why
call
is that?
a rat is us
Every
in
other
America.
fan, listen.
French fan base
Every
doesn't
other
even
fan
know it
base.
exists.
I've been on Twitter.
Japanese
Other
fan
fan
base,
base
they be lost when people
Always
tell
thought
them
this
that
was
is
his
what we
brother.
talking
So
about.
that means
Literally.
Hmm.
It's
there's
only the
countries out there
Western
that
fan
will
base
do I'm not crazy.
that calls Shanks
But in my
a
own
rat.
country, nigga,
Everyone else been thought.
Remember
Every
that.
other fan, listen to me.
remember
Every
that.
other fan base.
A lot of my theories
I've
be
been on
hitting,
Twitter.
a lot of them.
Every other
sometimes they
fan
don't.
base
This motherfucker.
always thought this was his brother. So that
Double
means
rat, you feel me? Like
there's
this is-
countries out there that will tell you
Zaza
different.
says he calls him a
But
rat
in
and
my
he's
own country,
African.
niggas think I'm a bad man.
Oh,
Remember that.
that's fine.
Remember
That's
that.
fine, 'cause,
A lot of my theories be hitting, a lot of
I
them
have
sometimes
Africans
don't.
in my family, and they
This
do not
motherfucker
call him
hit
a rat. So you don't
double
speak for all
slap.
Africans.
You feel me? Like this is.
I love you, though,
Zaza says he calls him a rat and he's African.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine because I have Africans in my family and they do not call him a rat. So you don't speak for all Africans, you know? That's how it goes. I love you though, Zaza. I love you to death. You know? I love you to death. On God,
You know what I mean? That's why I tolerate him so much. On top of
Zaza's
that,
low key becoming one of my favorite like troller debaters that I like to talk to.
Sure.
Like how I view my guy. Like if I was to say I have best friend on Discord, I'd say Goopa is my best Discord friend.
oh
Okay.
my gosh, it's so tense.
I feel it.
You know what I mean? That's why I tolerate him.
Talk to me.
On top of that, Goopa actually be spitting. I just never got to hear it.
It looks a little blurry
I
on
don't
the
be
side.
on.
Better?
Goopa be on Discord. I don't be on Discord.
Solid.
So Goopa actually can spit. He just likes to troll to keep the tension and combo. Not like, oh my
For
gosh.
sure.
Let's talk Jump Festa though,
I
bro.
feel it.
Do me a favor.
Talk to me.
Clean your camera screen.
I saw the
Yeah,
One
camera.
Piece is collaborating
It looks
with
a
the
little blurry
Lakers.
on this side.
I thought that was pretty lit. I thought that was pretty lit. I thought that was pretty lit.
Hockey was a little
Yeah,
diminished.
I ain't gonna lie. That was probably.
Let's talk Jump Festa though, bro. Have you
that
seen all
was
the
one of
news
the
coming
loudest
out for
shit
Jump
I've
Festa?
seen. I seen it. I was like, damn, that's loud.
I saw the
Fuck action.
One Piece
That's
is
cool.
collaborating with the Lakers.
The
I thought that was pretty lit. I thought that was pretty lit.
That's fire.
I thought that was pretty lit.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. That was
turned into a cartoon character.
that was one of the loudest shit I seen. I seen it. I was like, damn, that's loud. That's loud.
Nigga
Fuck
Blue.
action. That's cool.
What's good, big bro?
Hilarious, bro.
Glad I can see
Me and him been on Discord
that.
all day.
But if he is, and you know, I know you're not a big One Piece guy, so just making sure I tell you. Fridays are the days you want to tune in. We talk all anime all around.
Gotcha. Nigga
Blue.
Blue's trolling me.
Oh, Blue's here. Blue.
Hilarious, bro.
Yeah, he's been on Discord. Me and him been on Discord not all day, but he's been in like two different servers today, just kind of like back and forth. One actually, he was
There's a
in
few good
TLPT
content
server.
creators in it. And basically what they're doing is
Gotcha.
you made a top 20.
Crazy thing enough,
All time list.
COPT did a top
all time,
20
the top 20
stream.
list.
Rob was
They
in
left
it.
out
Monday
maybe
Sundays
like Rob.
in it. There's a lot of heads in it. Most
Gen characters
most
and shit.
DMC.
Mhm.
On
Kick
TikTok,
Fight on
I
Big
talk
Mom.
to you every now and
Basically,
again.
they
I'm talking
gave
to you, though.
100 is the
There's a
highest.
few good content creators in it. And
Go down
basically,
the
what they're
list,
doing
and
is
they give everyone
they
a
made a top 20 of all
between like
time
the
list.
90s,
Not all time, but top
80s,
20 list.
whatever.
I think
You know
they
what
left
I'm
out
saying?
maybe
So
like Rocks,
I thought that was dope.
old
Something I'm
gen
considering doing
characters,
for
that shit.
us.
They included
Me
Kid
and Reed
Title
were
and Big
talking about
Mom.
it. We are
Basically,
going
they
to
gave
top 30
100 is the highest you
live
could get,
list.
but they go
I
down
remember
the
that
list of characters
conversation.
and they give everyone a
Yeah,
number
you were in
grid
that conversation.
between like whether in the
Yeah,
90s,
that was Friday, right?
80s,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Definitely
So
want you involved in
I
that.
thought that was
And
dope. Something I'm
whoever
considering
else
doing
might
for
maybe
us.
you may
Me
be
and Ree were talking about it.
want them
We are going
involved
to
in that.
do a
But Jump
top
Festa
30
just happened.
alive list.
Oda,
I remember that
We,
conversation.
he said Jump
yeah,
Festa
you were in that
said
conversation.
like
Yeah, it was Friday, right?
that guy,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that man.
definitely
I'm
want you
not
involved
mistaken,
in
he
that.
used the
And
term that man.
whoever else might
Each time he said that man, I
may be able to get involved. Definitely want them involved in that. But Jump Festa just happened. Oda
that man will cause
released
like
his Jump
wreak
Festa
havoc
letter,
or
and he
terror.
said like
And then the other guy,
that guy, that man, that man. If I'm not mistaken, he used the term that man 3 different times. Each time he said that man, I definitely think he's talking about a different
that
person each
man.
time.
I don't know who he's referring to in that sense.
Boom. He said that man would cause
I think I can't
wreak
remember.
havoc or
He's saying
terror,
that man.
and then the other guy will
He's
stir
saying
up
that
the
man that's
world,
on
will stir up the
LBAC
world. I think that's Dragon. And when he said will stir up the world.
Mm.
And
Okay.
Some
then
big.
there's another
I thought that
big
second
man,
one was
I don't know
Blackbeard.
who he's referring to in that sense.
The stir up the
I think
world
one is.
I think he means
I think
Dragon.
I can't
Now
remember,
it's time
but
for
he's
Dragon
saying that man.
to make a move, but
I think he's saying that man that's on
another
LBAC.
one of
I think
them.
he's talking
But
about
I think
Stabs.
one he means Stabs. One he means
Yeah, some big.
Dragon.
I thought that
Big
second
energy
one
going on.
was Blackbeard.
Mm.
The stir up
Well,
the
Shanks
world,
holds
I think
none
will
of
be
these
Dragon,
spots.
because now it's time
Shanks
for
era
Dragon
is
to
over,
make a
bro.
move. I think one of them, another
It's
one
short
of them,
lived.
I think one he
Stabs in,
means
bro.
Stabs, one he
Wow.
means
Stabs
Teach,
in. I need to see
and
two
one he
hand
means
swordsmanship
Dragon.
now, bro.
I do think those 3.
So
I'm here, like Zoro.
So I'm not. You're not
Shanks
wrong.
holds none of these spots.
Shanks
Shanks is going to fight Zoro.
is
No,
over,
Stabs
bro.
will.
Oh,
I'm all for it.
okay.
Stabs
Stabs is in, bro.
That's how we get to live through this
Wow.
One Piece fantasy.
Stabs is
Of
in. I
wanting
need to see 2-hand swordsmanship now, bro.
Not gonna happen.
So
Here,
why do
like,
people
Zoro-
want to see
Zoro-
Shanks fight Zoro?
Oh, Shanks is going to fight.
Because
Shanks is going to fight
Hawk
Zoro.
said,
No,
I
Stabs
want
will.
somebody
I'm all
stronger
for it.
than red hair
Stabs will
Shanks
fight
to
Zoro. That's how we get.
beat me.
That's how we get to live through this
So
One Piece
I would
fantasy
want to see
of
how
wanting to
Zoro
see
pairs up
Shanks
to the
fight
Red Hair
Zoro.
Wonder.
Not gonna
That's
happen.
the guy that Mihawk is
why
Remember,
literally saying
do you want
that
to
the
see
Shanks-
Shanks fight Zoro?
in
Because-
order to face him.
Mihawk said,
So
"I
if
need somebody
Shanks
stronger than Red Hair
And the
Shanks
twin
to
brother
take to
who's
defeat
just
me."
like him.
So I would want to see
Most
how
likely
Zoro
has
pairs up to the
Conqueror
Red Hair Wonder, because
same
that's the
type
guy
of
that Mihawk
quality
is
of Conqueror.
literally saying
I
he has
do
to
think he
get
has
better
Conqueror.
than in order to face him.
I would think that
So if
Stabs
Shanks
would not have as
has a twin
good
brother
Conqueror
who looks just like
but
him,
he has 2 fucking arms. With
most likely has Conqueror's Haki. Don't think the same type of the same
And that's where I'm
quality
at
of
with it right
Conqueror's
now. That's
Haki.
basically
though,
where I'm
but I
at.
do
I
think
got
he has
Stabs.
Conqueror's Haki. I
Two
would think
things.
that
One,
Stabs would not have as
Shanks is a
good
hockey
Conqueror's
man,
Haki, but to
so I don't
keep
want to
up,
see
he
him
has
fight
2
Zoro
fucking arms.
because that fight would mean nothing to
Fine
me
sword.
because he doesn't have the 2 arms.
No.
And that's where I'm at with it right now. That's basically where I'm at with it.
They're
I got
both
Stabs
swordsmen
fighting
that just
Zoro.
dropped.
2 things.
Right or wrong?
Damn,
One,
the fan base tells me different.
Shanks is a hockey
We
man,
are the fans.
so I don't want to see him fight
We're the
Zoro.
influencers.
Okay, you're right.
Because he doesn't have
No,
the
no,
2
no,
arms.
no.
Fans
No.
tell me different.
Zoro is also a hockey
Right.
man. Remember, they're both
And-
swordsmen
and
that just
they-
use hockey.
You know, they're
Right or wrong?
as much as we
Damn,
love them,
The fan base tells me
from a
different.
slight degree of copium.
Okay.
Man, we are the
Okay.
fans. You gotta remember, we're the influencers, bro.
Okay, you're right.
Influence,
Inside,
yes.
Shanks
put the
fans
bloodstream
tell
and,
me different.
Put in
Right.
a little copium. 'Cause they don't
But
use
And
Shanks
Shanks
as a
fans,
source.
this is my thing, though.
You know, they're
This is
as
why
much as we
the
love
fight
them,
would mean
they are
nothing
suffering from
to
a
me.
slight degree of copium.
Mihawk
You know,
says, "I'm trying to find a guy
we know they keep a syringe on the
stronger
bed,
than Shanks."
bedside.
But
Tap
when
the
he
bed
makes
in,
that quote,
bloodstream,
he's
you know,
referring to 2
put in
arms.
a little copium.
But
They
So
don't
any
Shanks
fight
use the
Zoro
sword.
has
This
with
is my
current
thing, though.
day Shanks
This is why
means
the
nothing.
fight would mean
That's
nothing
what I'm trying to
to
tell you.
me.
Yo, get
Mihawk
this.
says,
I just told you
I'm
the
trying to
shit,
find a guy
But that's
that's stronger
that's what
than
we
Shanks.
before we talked about
And
that
when
we
he
talked
makes
about
that quote,
Shanks
he's
and
referring to
Zoro
2
fight.
arm Shanks.
You right.
So any fight
Yes.
Zoro has with current day Shanks
Right.
means
But
nothing.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Introduce the red
Yo,
herring
get
Mhm.
Shanks out your
to the
mind. I
red
just
hair
told you the
wonder.
Shanks era is
Mm.
done.
Who is
But
Stabs,
that's
bro.
that's
Mhm.
what we before we
Stabs.
talked about that we talked about Shanks and Zoro fighting.
What's good,
But
Royal
I
Uzumaki?
always knew
Glad
we
to have you
weren't
here.
going to get that.
Right.
I always knew we weren't.
I'm
But
not
when
sure
you
who
introduce the red herring
Glad to have you in the stream.
to the red hair wonder,
Definitely see
who is
Stabs
Stabs
fighting
for Garling,
Zoro.
Mm-hmm.
Red Hair
start seeing him and
Stabs?
going after that, going
You
for
give
that challenge. You
me
know,
that?
What's
You
good,
understand?
Royal?
Would
I'm
you,
glad
so
to have you here.
is it your belief that
What's good
this
with you?
Holy Knight is
I'm
stronger
not
than
sure who you are,
Shanks
but what's
with
good with
his
you?
2
Sure,
arms?
glad to have you on the stream,
Okay.
bro.
he's either
I
as
could definitely
strong
see Stabs
just
fighting
below. I think
Zoro.
he's stronger.
I could see Zoro seeing him and going after that, going for that
Oda trying to
challenge.
drive
You know,
home point.
What point would that
I'm
be?
just saying.
So is it
What
your
point?
belief that this Holy Knight is stronger than
No,
Shanks with his 2
because
arms?
he has two
no, he's either as
Mm.
strong or just
Mm.
slightly below. I don't think he's stronger. If he's stronger,
he's ready for me.
Oda trying to drive home a point. You feel me?
What
But
point
I
would
don't
that
think
be?
he's stronger. That
Back
Zoro,
up, I don't even
that Shanks, that his brother is stronger because he has 2 fucking
Okay.
arms, like I've been telling people for
Mhm.
years, and that Zoro has to fight
I have
him,
so much to
not
say about
Shanks, but
Stabs,
fight
bro.
him to prove he's ready for
I
me.
have so much to say about Stabs.
Drop.
For one,
Drop mic. In fact, let me pick it back up. I don't even drop the mic yet. We just started.
for one,
Listen, bro.
the Holy Knights.
I'm going to
Where
tell
did the Holy?
you.
Where
I'm
did
going
they
to tell
pull
you.
up in Elbaf?
I have so much to say
I assumed
about
at the
Stabs,
feast,
bro. I have
like
so
at the
much to
party.
say about Stabs.
No? Oh, where they at?
Well,
For one,
it's a castle. They don't tell us in the chapter, but the spoilers
one,
told us it
the
had a
Holy Knights.
parentheses and spoilers dropped.
Where did the
in the
Holy?
chapter.
Where did they
Pulled
pull up
into
in
the-
Elbaf?
They basically
I
pulled
assumed
up
that
to the royal palace.
Like at the party.
Now,
That's not
Okay.
where
it's
the
a
feast
castle
at?
that they're in.
Oh, where
Well,
they at?
It's a palace.
It's a
castle.
castle. They don't tell us in the
That
chapter,
is
but
true.
the
This
spoilers
is
told
what
us
here before.
it had in parentheses
Why?
when spoilers dropped for this chapter.
How the
It
hell
said
we pull
they
up to
pulled up into
Elbaf
the
randomly,
they
but the
basically
royal
teleport
palace,
to the
folks?
royal palace.
That's not.
Now it is a castle that they're in. It's
I
a
don't
castle.
know.
Tell
It's
me
a
anything
palace.
else
It's a
about
castle.
those people pulling up to
If
random
that is
islands in any
true,
anime.
this
They
means
pull
that
up to
they've been
the main
here
part of the
before.
island in the
Why?
royal palace where the
How the
king
hell we pull up to
the
Elbaf
royal
randomly, but in
quarters.
the royal palace,
You're
folks?
delusional if you don't think this is that. I'm just going to tell you that right now. I'm not,
I
bro.
don't know.
If you tell me
I'm
anything
so
out your
in my
mouth about
bag
people
theory.
pulling
I'm
up
not
to
even
random islands in any
like,
anime, but they pull up to the main part of the
So
island in the royal palace
you
where
see,
the
I'm looking
king
at
is
you.
supposed to be.
I
The
feel it.
royal
I feel it.
quarters.
So I'm gonna give you my interpretation of when I read
I'm just gonna be
these
just
last
that
few
right now.
panels. Right?
Bro, I'm to the point where
I
I'm
saw
so
the
when I
dark
try to do
magic
these theories, I'm not even gonna
circle
let people
thing that
tell me
lets them
wrong shit.
teleport. Immediately thought about the Gorosei.
So
Immediately thought about
You
Femred.
see how I'm looking at you directly, bro.
I feel
Is,
it.
is that
Bro,
So
I'm really
I'm gonna give you my
when I
interpretation when I read these last few panels. Right. I saw
when I
the
saw
dark
that?
magic
Like I said, I
circle
assumed
thing
they
that
were
lets you
pulling up
teleport.
straight to
Immediately
the
thought
feet.
about the Gorosei.
So I
Immediately thought about
assumed, okay,
Femred.
immediate smoke.
Is that
Stabs pack.
I thought we was all drinking together.
When I
Stabs pack that Zoro's going to be smoking. Man, I'm on the road.
when I saw that, like I said, I assumed they were pulling up straight to the feast. So I assumed,
Remember, the
okay,
feast's not going down yet because everybody's separated.
I thought we
They had to go
was
to
all
phase.
drinking together.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Who is
Some went to go
Usopp
see
drinking with
Saul.
right now?
The giants that they left
Who is
down there.
Usopp drinking with right now?
Saul. The whole crew went to go see Saul. And Robin, and Robin and the whole crew went to go see Saul. Then to get the tour of the whole school. You know what I'm saying? And see the library.
With right now,
Huh?
who is Usopp drinking with right now?
I can't remember, but he's not drinking as of right now. He's,
No, fact.
with-
Somebody was
he's at the
drinking,
school
and
with
he
the,
said something
with the Straw
about
Hats. 'Cause he's
pouring
literally
another
like,
cup or
yo, y'all
something. And
brats.
Usopp was
Y'all
like,
call us
in like a
puny
comedic
humans.
way,
It's
no,
okay.
you've had
We are
enough, or
puny.
you're
We
drinking too
respect
much,
y'all
or something
true
like that.
savages. And they're like, no, bro. This Elbaf different. This new Elbaf gang, like you ain't on that fighting shit.
No, fact. Somebody
Well,
was
you know what?
drinking, and
You
he said
just
something
read the
about
official, so
pouring
I'll
another
take your
cup or
word for
something,
it.
and Usopp was like, in like a comedic way, no,
But
you've had
like I
enough,
was
or
saying,
you're drinking too much, or something like that.
He could have said that, but I didn't know that was him. I thought that was the Giants just all talking together. I could be misreading the dialogue, but
Well,
I thought that was the Giants.
you know,
all,
you just read the official, so I'll take your word for it.
I finished Free-Ren, by the way.
But like
granted, I read like
I said I
60
finished
mangas
Free-Ren, by
It's
the way.
official and all. Kaiju number 8, Baruto. I was in the middle of reading Two Blue Vortex before I got on here.
Yeah, 8.
Kagurabachi's going crazy. Astral Reality dropped some hot shit. So you feel me? Like I've been reading it.
Finished Free-Ren, by the way. I said I finished Free-Ren, by the way.
How would you rate it out
Like,
of
I
10?
don't have any like issues with it, honestly.
Okay.
Like as far as like problems
That's
go,
solid.
or like
If you
plot
say that, I might give it
holes.
a chance.
That's cool.
Well, I might go ahead and
Nothing I
I might
can
rush
think
to give it a finish giving it a chance. I definitely had a couple more animes on my list before giving it a full chance.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any like issues with it, honestly.
Yeah.
I ain't got no bad. I don't got negative.
Like as far as like problems go or like plot holes.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's
I
cool.
don't.
It's
No,
cool.
I didn't get that. I didn't get that vibe from it neither.
Yeah, so
It
when
seemed like
I
a
saw the
solid story.
teleport,
Besides
like
like
I
genuinely
immediately
just like
thought, oh,
magic
okay, it's
in
instant
the
smoke
anime.
next panel.
Besides that, everything
But
else
when I
was like
saw
had a
that,
vibe.
I
I ain't
didn't
gonna lie to you.
think,
So I ain't
Yeah.
mad at it.
oh, they've
I ain't
been
got
here
no bad. I
before.
don't got
I
negative
just
to say about
assumed
Free Red. You know what I'm saying?
through some
Yeah.
way, some
Yeah.
technique,
No, it's
somehow, they
cool.
knew
It's cool.
exactly where
Well,
Luffy's crew
yeah. So
was,
when
so
I
they
saw the
went to that
teleport,
exact
like
spot.
I immediately thought, oh, okay, it's instant smoke
Luffy's
next
crew
panel.
is not in that
So,
castle.
but when I saw that, I
Okay, so
didn't
yeah,
think,
that's right.
oh, they've
Yeah,
been here
that's yeah.
before. I just assumed
Now, to me,
through some
I'll
way, some technique, somehow, they knew exactly where Luffy's crew was, so they went to that exact spot.
They didn't.
and pin that
Luffy's
shit on
crew is
Luffy.
not in that castle or
Mm.
Okay.
palace.
Or they
So
probably
yeah,
You get what I'm
that's
saying?
right.
And
Yeah,
that's why I'm like, yo,
manipulating.
and now to me, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll go as far as to say the whole
Because
reason
why are y'all
Loki is
putting them
locked up is
directly in
because
the
they
Royal
pinned.
Palace?
They
I
might
was
have
talking
they
to
might
Trick
have
last
killed
night,
King
and
Harold or had something
we
to
had
do
a
with
good
it
convo. You
and
know what I'm
pinned
saying?
that shit on Loki.
Trick was saying the
You
way
get
they
what I'm saying?
looked, it looked like they
Or
were
they
literally
probably
the way
pinned
they
Loki and
pulled up. It looked like they
Kenta
were already
against each other,
about
manipulating
they were
the field.
receiving orders from Emu and then
Because
left,
why are y'all pulling
or
up directly
receiving
in the
orders from
royal
maybe
palace?
Garland,
And
and
I
then
was
they got
talking to Trip
warped
last night,
to the
and
palace.
we had a
Okay.
good convo. You know what I'm
And
saying?
I was okay with
Trip was
that.
saying the way they looked
Pulling
like
up
they
the
were
Royal
literally
Palace,
the way they
major
pulled up. It
concern.
looked like
They
they were
didn't do
already
it on the world.
bowing
They
to
didn't pull up in the.
like if
They
they were
didn't pull up
receiving
on the
orders from
shores.
Emu
They
and then
didn't pull up
left,
at some
or
random
receiving
bar
orders from maybe
or
Garling and then they got
the room was,
warped
and then they
to
could
the
move on the
palace.
float. They pulled up
And
Okay.
empty.
I was okay with that.
They
For
pulled up on
sure.
an empty
But they
throne where
pulling
there's
up in
no
the royal palace. That's a major concern. They didn't pull up in the underworld.
Okay.
They didn't pull up in the.
Just,
They didn't pull up on
you
the
know,
shores.
Okay.
They didn't pull up
you
at
know,
some random
just saying,
bar
just saying,
or
it's
in an
creepy.
open
It's
field where no one was
very
sleeping and they could move on the low. They pulled up in the empty.
Before we fully
They
deep
pulled
dive
up on
down
the
that
empty
line,
throne where there's
this movie
no
coming
king.
2026. Be ready for it.
This is stated or this is a hypothesis?
You know,
No, don't press that.
you know. Just
And
saying,
Toei
it's
Animation
creepy.
has
It's spooky.
2 movie
Very
slots
spooky.
coming for new movies and anime.
Before we fully deep dive down that line, One Piece movie coming 2026. Be ready for it.
That's the name. So I
This is
imagine
stated or this is a hypothesis?
movies maybe
No.
Dragon Ball movie.
And
Probably a Dragon
Toei
Ball,
Animation
probably
has
a One
2
Piece.
movie slots
Those are their
coming
top 2
for
their
new
top
movies and
2
anime.
If
And
it's
they
not
don't.
a Dragon Ball, I
Toei
definitely
Animation is a.
if it's
One
not a
Piece,
Dragon Ball movie,
it's
it's
One Piece Studio. That's a big name.
Did
So
you
I
say
imagine
2026 or
one of those
25?
movies may be
26.
Dragon Ball
Okay, I can
movie,
see that.
and probably a Dragon Ball movie, and probably a
It
One
normally
Piece
takes
movie.
a
Those are their
year
top 2 their top 2
work
contenders.
on it and then get
If
it
it's
out.
not
I
a
would
Dragon
think
Ball, I
every
definitely
movie
think it's
will be
one.
except for
If
Strong
it's not a
World,
Dragon Ball movie,
nine
it's already
months.
been confirmed by people.
That
I
Did you say
can see that because that's pretty
2026 or
consistent with the
25?
timeline they've been going off
26.
of. Like
It normally takes them
MP,
after
Red.
you
every
announce a
2 years
movie.
they do a movie.
It
Yeah,
normally
I can
takes
see
a
that.
year
That's
to
fair.
work on it and then get it out. That's how it's been for every One Piece movie except for Strong World, which
Yeah,
took
like
9 months
2022 ish.
instead.
I can see that because that's
Yeah, I
pretty
can see that.
consistent with the timeline they've been going off
Do
of.
you
Like
do
extended.
you
Yeah,
have
they,
an
every
idea of
2
what the
years they do a
concept could
movie.
be
Type
about?
shit.
I
Yeah.
can see that.
If
That's
they
fair.
smart, this
And Film Red
can
was
movie
the year
God
before last
value.
year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
But that's
Yeah.
if they smart.
2022 ish.
Because, you
Yeah.
know, Demon Slayer,
Yeah, I can see that.
AK,
You
movies are the wave.
Yeah,
do you
man.
have an idea of what the concept could be about?
Pretty sure it might be added into the canon.
If they
I just
smart,
found
this
out
should be the
well, not
first
just found out,
canon
but all
movie,
My
and it
Hero
should be a
movies
God of value.
are canon.
But that's if they
Yeah.
smart, because
People
you
will tell
know
you that they not, but the
Demon
characters that
Slayer,
are in the movie,
JJK,
especially the movies
canon
that
movies are the
later
wave.
on get found in
Kaiju number 8 is about to do a
like
movie. I'm
the My Hero
pretty
movie.
sure it might be added into the
when he
canon.
shared the blood with
I just found
Bakugo,
out not just found out, but all My Hero movies.
the villain
are
9,
canon.
he's in the manga.
Yeah.
You get me?
People will tell you that they not, but the characters that are
okay,
in the movies,
Like
especially the movie
Broly,
villains, later on get found in the manga.
You
Right.
gotta start doing
Like the My Hero movie when he shared the
So
when he
this
shared the blood with
last
Bakugo, 9
movie that My Hero just
the
did,
villain 9
is that
is
villain in the
in the
manga?
manga.
Did you see that
You
movie?
get me?
No, I haven't finished reading the manga.
Is okay. So
Okay.
Like Broly, Dragon Ball
held
Super
off. I
Broly,
actually wanna watch
canon movie. You gotta start doing
I'm like,
canon
alright,
movies
let me
for this
just- let me
series at
wait.
some point.
I literally
So
stopped
this
reading.
last
Let me
this
get
last
last season.
movie that
I fell
My
asleep.
Hero
I saw
just
the
did,
last.
is that villain in the manga? Did you see that movie?
No, I haven't finished reading the manga for My Hero, so I don't know.
Like, I
Yeah,
think
I've held off. I
last
actually
chapter
want to watch
or
it for the
like
last
bonus
season.
chapter
So,
pages.
let me
And
wait.
basically,
I literally stopped reading. I was like, let me just
he
watch
lost.
the last.
He doesn't have a quirk anymore, but he's on.
I saw the last thing that got dropped from
Yeah.
My Hero because he
Yeah,
just
he
dropped
is.
the last
Yeah.
volume. He just dropped the last volume, and it came with like a
I
bonus. I think
I
it
don't
was the
either.
last chapter as well, or it came with like some bonus chapter pages. And basically,
He needs to
that's his
sit down.
hero, but he lost.
He's on some
he doesn't have a
Iron
quirk
Man
anymore,
shit,
but
but he
he's on
also
some
has like a
Iron Man shit,
Batmobile
basically.
too. I'm like
You know
a
what I'm saying?
special agent.
Yeah, he is.
I'm really not mad about
Yeah.
it.
And people, a lot of people don't like. I'm not
That's,
too
really
I don't
mad
either.
of.
living the dream.
I'm not
of
too
his
mad about
predecessor.
it.
All Might had no quirk.
Yeah, I'm not
Get
too
that
mad about
down.
it, me personally.
He's on some Iron Man shit, but he also has like a Batmobile too.
Technically, he's
Like
just
a
following.
I mean, I'm not.
special agent.
I'm really not mad about it. If you really look at
When-
it,
Literally what he
he's
did.
just
No quirk, gained
he's
quirk,
really
got all the quirks.
living the dream
Lost
of
it.
his predecessor. All
When
Might
I
had
first
no
heard of
quirk,
this, because I heard
gained
about
quirk,
all of this shit with All
lost his
Might
quirk,
like a couple
then
years
gained
ago.
suit.
Right.
My first
Technically, he's just following
thought was,
OG.
bro, they should have
That's
just killed him
literally
off
what he did. No quirk,
when
gained the
he
quirk, got
after he
all
did
the
his
quirks,
pose. I feel like that would have been the perfect ending.
gained the suit.
When I first heard of this,
Definitely.
because I heard about
Oh,
all
definitely.
this shit with All Might. Like, a
Oh,
couple
you thought I was
years
talking
ago.
about?
Deku. I thought
Right.
you were talking about Deku.
My
No, All Might.
first
They should have
was-
killed, because they got him
bro,
out
they
here
should've
doing
just killed
this
him off.
Batman,
No,
Iron Man
when he-
shit, and it's
After he
like,
did his pose, I feel like that would have been the perfect ending.
we
You talking
could
for All
Made it pop, but
Might?
that's what made it possible.
Definitely.
Midoriya to be
Oh,
doing
okay,
that.
I'm not
Oh,
mad.
Midoriya's
I
doing
thought
that?
you meant
Oh,
Deku.
all right.
I thought you
No,
said Deku. No,
no,
what are you
All
doing?
Might. They should have killed, because they got
For
him out here
sure.
doing
For
this
sure. For sure.
Batman,
I'm
Iron Man
with you.
shit, and
I'm
it's
with
like,
Progression though, that's character progression.
For sure.
But
We
that's
could-
what made it pop. But look, that's what made it
Yeah,
possible
I'm
for
with
Midoriya to be doing that now.
It's supposed to be one
But
piece.
let's not get on that.
Oh,
Let's
alright.
not get too lost. Let's save that. Any other night we be all One Piece. Now it's One Piece night. We trying to be on anime. Let's not do that.
Not that.
That's progression though. That's character
I
progression.
really am stuck on the rock.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
When Stampede was coming out,
supposed to be a One
it
Piece
was like
movie. I would like it to be about God Valley.
people were
If not about God Valley, give me something on
people
Navy.
were already thinking
I need
it
like
was gonna be
some
rock.
Navy
And
shit.
Stampede came out.
If not
Then,
that, I don't know. I just want some God
then
Valley. I'm really in.
then we got some red that came out of that.
Before when
Every time a
Stampede
movie
was coming
comes
out,
some people do think
it wasn't gonna be
God
called
Valley.
Stampede.
I feel like that would make
People were, well, I ain't gonna say
in
one
movies,
was called
the way
Stampede,
y'all
but
keep
people
skipping
were already
the
thinking
content in
it
the
was
manga.
gonna be rocks, and then Stampede came
Bro,
out.
yeah.
Then
We a Rockport movie.
then
God Valley.
what's it called? Then we got Film Red that
I'm
came out.
satisfied with that.
But every time a movie's about to come, people do think
parallel
it's some
to
God
these
Valley
things.
shit, and I feel like that would make the
Yeah.
perfect.
What's good,
movie,
Just Be?
'cause the way y'all
What's good,
keep
Be
skipping
Smooth?
over that content in the manga.
I'm
Bro,
cool with that.
We need a
I'm honest.
Rockport
I'm
movie,
down with it.
God Valley movie.
Honestly, I'm down with anything.
I'll be set.
I just don't want another
satisfied with
musical.
that,
I'm gonna keep it
because
a
those are
stack.
both literally
And
parallel to me.
that's no film red hate.
What's good, Just Be? What's good, Be Smooth?
I just genuinely, I'm just genuinely.
I'm
Yes,
cool.
I just recently watched.
I'm
Joker 2.
honest. I'm down with it.
No point.
Honestly, I'm down with anything.
Like I saw how much
just don't
like
want
hate it
another
was
musical.
getting.
I'm
I
gonna keep it
promise
stacked.
you.
Nah,
You
he
take
not
the
gonna-
scene
That's
out
no-
of it, it doesn't get as
That's
much
no
standing.
film.
And I'm not even
red
saying
hate.
it's a great
For
movie.
sure. No, I could agree with
I
that.
Like,
think
just take the scene out. It doesn't get shit on.
I'm just genuinely musicaled out. I just recently watched Joker 2. No point. Like I saw how much like hate it was getting. I promise
And
you,
it's like,
you take the singing
yeah,
out of it,
yeah.
it doesn't get.
I've never even looked at
And I'm not
Yoki's
even
finish
saying
as
it's
the
For sure.
vocalist
No,
like
I
that.
could agree
So
with
I
that.
was like,
Just
that
take
was
the-
a
Nobody
choice.
wants to
That's
see all
an
that
interesting
singing,
choice.
especially if it's
Right.
especially if it's not an
Yeah,
anime.
but no, I'm
movie,
down
that
for.
shit
They
is
have
a great movie,
a
like,
load of
singing,
opportunities
not
or
with
options to go through when it comes to
And-
another movie.
It's like
Literally everything you just named.
I've
I'm
never
down
even
with
looked at
either direction
Joaquin
they go
Phoenix
in.
as
I
just
think
a
the Navy
vocalist
one would
like
be
that,
hard
so
because they
I was
haven't done
like,
that at all.
that was a choice.
That would be
That's
like
an interesting
not
choice.
super different.
Right.
Yeah, but no, I'm down for. They have a load of opportunities or options to go through when it comes to another movie. Literally everything you just named, I'm down with either direction they go in. I think the Navy one will be hard because they haven't done that at all. Like that would be like,
Yeah, the Navy one. That's what I was saying. The Navy one could be hard. He said
Mm.
Oda said he wanted to do a dark spinoff with
Mm.
One Piece, but if he did do it, it would be about the Revolutionary Army. So when I think Revolutionary Army and I think dark, I think Akame got killed because they were the Revolutionary
Akame
Army,
got killed
and they were. You got to see the
Mm.
background, and
Okay.
it wasn't all
I
sweet.
feel it.
He
I
just
feel
died.
it. I'll tell you this: if they
Mm.
do,
You know what I'm saying? Immensely
do a Navy
And he died.
movie,
So if Oda was
they
going
gotta
to do
make
a
my
dark
nigga canon.
story, I would like
I
about
don't know if
Revolutionary
you.
Army.
Most
I would
likely you've
think it'd be
seen
something
this
along
village.
the lines of a
Nah,
Akame got
he like
killed with that.
the army.
okay.
Yeah.
I feel it. I feel it. I'll tell you this: if
They
they
gotta make my
do, if
dude
they
canon.
do
He was
do
too live
a
not to be
Navy
canon.
movie, they gotta make my nigga canon. I don't know if you. Most likely you've seen this villain.
One of those silhouettes.
Nah,
Mm.
One of them look like
he
You
like
talking about the dude with the
the
arm, like
I think
the
one looks like that
Aokiji?
same guy you're
He's
talking
supposed to be
about.
Sword.
That's
Yeah.
his name.
they gotta make my dude canon. He was too live not to be canon.
In the Sword, if you look at the
Mhm.
panel and what's his name is talking about when Kugon talking about Sword,
Sure
I think
do.
one of those silhouettes.
Mm.
One of them look like
Sure do.
Drake. One looks like Bruce. I think one looks like that same guy you're talking about,
Mm.
Grunt. That's his name, Grunt.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that'd be
He
dope.
worked with
I'd
Garp,
love to
man.
see him
Garp
in
sent
some
him
canon
to
stuff.
that one base. They
Because
were
he
mad because Son
did
don't listen to
he
nobody. Do
was he
what
did he
he
box
wants.
Luffy?
And I was like,
in
yeah,
that
that
Box
pushes my
Luffy.
theme
He
of
couldn't get
Oh,
past
dude.
Sword embodies Garp's
Yeah.
philosophies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He's still a young nigga, and he was in
Yeah, man.
MP.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Crazy
I'd
with
love to
Hell
see
Meppo
him
in
in
the
some
crowd.
canon stuff.
When the pirates went against
Cause he
when it had
did
those
he
large fleet of pirates.
was he
Yeah.
box Luffy?
Yeah.
Kobe's like
In that
dashing
He
through
boxed
the air,
Luffy,
going crazy. Hell
but he
Meppo
couldn't get
slicing
past
niggas
Gear
up,
3.
Yeah.
and he grunt in the background is like doing his
Gotcha.
thing too.
Okay, yeah.
He's
So
Yeah.
I would like to see
still a
Grunt,
young nigga,
you know what I
and he
mean,
was in Stampede. He was
involved.
going crazy with
What
Kobe
would
and
you
Hell
scale
Meppo in the
him Meppo
crowd.
right now?
When the Pirates went against
Hell
the
Meppo.
when it had those
Yeah. How
large
strong
fleet of
is he?
pirates going
Yeah.
against, and
Yeah.
Kobe's like dashing through the air going crazy. Hell Meppo slicing niggas
Yeah.
up, and you see Grunt in the background is like doing his thing too. So I would like to see Grunt, you know what I mean,
Okay.
involved.
What would you scale
He
him
gets
Meppo right
hazard
now?
in my eyes, probably a little
Hell
less
Meppo?
than that, actually.
Yeah. How strong is he?
So I think he's probably right about
Punk
there.
Hazard?
Like I don't think Hell
That's
Meppo
fair.
can packed up no name.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Okay.
You're on mute. I don't know if it's me or you though.
Yeah,
You hear
he
me?
get Punk
Yeah, I hear
Hazard
you.
in my eyes.
You don't hear
Probably
me?
a little
Okay, I
less
can hear you
than
now. I
that.
can hear you now. I can hear you now. I don't know what happened.
So,
Probably cut out or something.
Yeah.
I think he's probably
No,
right about there.
I think that's fair.
Like I don't think Hell
It'd be
Meppo
hard for
can
me to
pack
like
up
gauge
no
him
name.
because the
Hold on.
very first time, and this was
You
this.
went
I
on mute. I don't know if it's
Older
me or
think
you
he's
though. Can you
slick
hear
with
me?
this because I
Yeah.
don't really
You
like
don't
this.
hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. I
Whatever.
hear you
This
now.
is kind of
I don't know what
glazed.
happened just now.
But the
Probably cut out
very
or something.
first time Oda
Yeah.
reintroduced him Meppo after his like
No, I
transformation
think
and
that's
change,
fair.
this nigga was
It'd be hard for
confident
me to
enough
like
to
gauge
step
him.
to Zoro in
The
a
very
certain kind
first
of
time,
cocky way and
and this
clash
was
with him
this.
for a bit. I'm like, hey,
I
come
don't
on,
think he's slick with
who is
this
this?
because I only like
But ever
this.
since then,
But
he been kind of like
this is kind of
just
glazed.
I'm like, oh, you're
But
not
the
living
very
up to.
first time Oda
Come
reintroduced
on,
Meppo after
Toby
his like
moving.
transformation to change, this nigga was
Zoro
confident enough to
He
step
did
to
it,
Zoro in
but it was the fact
a
that you
certain
stepped
kind
to
of
him in
cocky
that
way
way,
and clashed
the
with him
fact
for a
that you
bit. And I was like, hey,
clashed at
hold on,
all.
who is this nigga?
Put it like this.
But
You
ever
shouldn't be
since then,
clashing.
he's been kind of like just and I'm like, oh, you're not living up to. Come on.
I mean, he didn't live up to much anyway because Zoro. He
I'm
didn't do
not.
much to
I'm
Zoro
not
in
mad
that
at that,
confrontation.
but I want you to
He
keep
did
that
it,
same
but it
bravado.
was the fact that you
He
stepped to him
lost
in
that
that way.
bravado
And the
after
fact
that
that you
day. After
clashed
that
at
episode, we never
all.
saw that bravado again.
Well,
He's
put it like
honestly been
this:
kind of
if you work under Garp,
selfish.
if you work
So it's
under
like you can't
Garp,
step to Zoro
wouldn't you have the
when Zoro's at
bravado
this
to step
level
to anybody?
back then, and then we keep going
I'm
into
not.
like
I'm not
stronger
mad at that,
opponents
but I want you
in
to
the new
keep that same
world, and
bravado.
Yeah.
He lost that
recovering. Like, I'm
bravado
gonna need you
after that
to.
day. After
I'm
that
gonna need
episode,
you
we never
to
saw that bravado
not
again. He's honestly
parallel
been
Kobe, but you need to continue to
Usopp-ish.
scale as
So
he's
it's like you
scaling.
can't step to Zoro when Zoro's at this level
No.
back
So
then,
that's
and
what I'm
then
saying.
we keep going to like
Don't
stronger
parallel his
opponents
strength,
in the new world,
but you
and
need to be
you
growing as
quivering.
he's
Like I'm
growing
gonna need
too.
you
You
to.
can't just stay
I'm
where
gonna need you
you're
to
at.
not
And
parallel Kobe, but
I'm
you
not
need to
saying like
continue to
equal
scale
to
as he's
Kobe.
scaling.
You just need to also
It's not gonna
progress,
work. He's supposed to
and
scale
I need to
under
see
Kobe.
that progress.
No.
I believe
So
he
that's what I'm
is,
saying.
but that's just like that's
Don't
my head
parallel
canon.
his
Just
strength.
assuming that
But
he
you
has
need
to
to
be.
be growing
I need to
as
see it
he's
too.
growing too. You can't just stay where you're at.
He
And I'm not
is.
saying like equal to Kobe. You just need to also progress. And I need
He
to
is
see
progressing.
that progress. I believe
Okay.
he is, but that's
Yeah.
just like that's my head canon.
I'm okay.
Just assuming that he has to.
You're
Right.
right. You're right on
I need
that.
to see it
Because
too.
Oda hasn't showed. Oda hasn't
Didn't show
showed.
it in the anime.
But
God,
in fact, I disagree. Oda has shown it in the manga. Amazon Lily, when they pull up to Boa Hancock,
come out.
Okay.
we know the
Kobe is
Kuja arrows are infused with armor and haki.
Right.
Remember,
In the panel, they didn't show it in the anime.
one arm talking
Goddamn
on the
wish they
microphone
did.
like this. Look,
In the panel, the arrows being shot at Kobe
Yeah.
as he's announcing, telling
Like
he's
that.
on the speaker,
Yeah.
telling Boa
Right.
Hancock to come out. Kobe is one arm
very same
knocking
arrow.
the arrows out of his head. Remember,
Armament
these are
infused
armament
arrows.
infused arrows. And Kobe's one arm talking on the microphone like this. Look, think Boa Hancock.
Using
Come
that
out.
armament hockey to
Telling
Yeah.
people Kobe was like that.
Yeah.
Right?
You know me.
So Meppo is
I
also
love
slicing
zooming
these
on
very same
Look, I'm
arrows in half.
I could find it for you.
These are armament infused arrows. Kobe, Helmeppo is a swordsman. He has been confirmed to have armament hockey.
Fight
He's using that armament hockey to slice these arrows. It's a fine, small, minuscule thing.
I don't think Kobe will lose or win. I think there will be something that will happen to make the two of these people
I can find it for you in a second. I know it exists because I was going to say blazing Kobe, but back then I had a theory that Kobe would fight Boa Hancock,
my theory,
but
bro.
the fight wouldn't go the way you think. I'm not trying to say Kobe would win. I don't think Boa would lose or win.
Yeah.
I would be something that would happen to make the
Kobe
two
said, "I'm going after
not
Boa
fighting
Hancock." I
Garp
said, "Oh
because
shit."
Luffy
That's when I
was
came
connecting
up with the
pieces.
theory, basically.
You get me?
Okay.
I was
Okay.
What's good? What's
I
good? What's
barely
good?
missed
Slick.
on my theory, bro. They fought. Just
Glad I had you in the chat, my guy.
and Kobe was about to get that.
Yeah.
That's good, G.
But I was really close with my theory. When Kobe said I'm going after Bo and Hancock, I said, oh shit. That's when I traded him.
He's my, you know.
What's good, Slick?
I need really looking for like
Glad
I
good,
want a canon. I don't even care though, bro. I just need a
So
canon
if I get a One Piece movie, bro,
I'm tired of
I
seeing
really at this point in time,
canon
unless you
They
come
better
up with
get
something
three
completely
different
original that
movies,
might
bro.
appease my
You know what I'm saying? JJK Chapter 0.
Scratch
Canon is
the itch for me. I'm
I
really
need
looking for like
something
some
that
God
lives
value
in
type
canon.
shit. But I want a canon. I don't even
read
care
where
though,
it's
bro.
like
I just
certain
need
things
a
are
canon
canon
in
and
One
certain
Piece
things
movie.
are not. I need a
I'm
full
tired of
yo,
seeing canon Demon
watch
Slayer
that, bro.
movies. They about to get 3 different movies canon, bro.
Watch that.
You see what I'm saying? JK Chapter 0,
Like
canon
the
is
novel being adapted into
I need
Great
something that
story.
lives in the
Stampede
canon
original
like the movie. Not
plot
saying Red, where
line
it's
was
like
supposed
certain
to be
things are canon and certain things are
movie.
not. I need a
around
fully
the
like yo,
novel. His
watch that, bro.
Fight with
Canon,
Jinbei
for
fully
sure.
fleshed out.
Watch that.
Fight
I thought
with
the first one we would
White
get
Beard,
would possibly
100
be
fight,
the
and like
Ace
99
novel being
100 fight,
adapted into a
and
movie.
then also
The Ace's
his
story.
love interest.
Stampede's original
Asuka,
plot
the
line was
rear
supposed
ass
to
of the
be
woman that was a
an
rear ass
Ace movie centered around the Ace novel.
and a
His
sword.
fight with Jinbei fully fleshed out.
That
Fight with
original
Whitebeard was 100 fight,
they
and that
changed
99th and 100
plot
fight,
lines.
and then also his love interest.
Scratched
I think her
it
name
and
is
chose
Asuka,
something else with it.
the
I'm
rear
hoping that
admiral,
we
the
get
woman
the
that was a
Ace
rear
novel
admiral
movie
with orange hair, basically,
sometime
and
in
a
the
sword.
future. I don't know
She
if we will.
swords with it.
Okay.
So
Slick.
that
Slick
was
say,
the original Stampede.
Rock's
And they
movie
changed
need that.
changed the plot lines of like
I just said it.
massively, scratched it, and chose
Oh
to do
yeah,
something else with
that
it.
would be
So
right.
I'm hoping that we get the Ace novel movie sometime in the future, but I don't know if we will. No?
Slick say, Rock's movie need that.
I want a Rocky
I
Point
just said
movie
it. God's
because we
Value.
don't talk about the underworld in the
Yeah,
main story.
that would be
That's what the
right.
that's what the God's Value movie would do right there.
Yeah.
It would stop us from saying Rock's movie, or it would encourage the more Rock
canon as fuck and major to the plot, and we just don't know
I
nothing.
want a Rocky Point movie because
Yeah.
we don't talk
Zaza
about the
says
underworld.
Roger versus Shiki movie.
And I just say that.
The Ed Ward?
I just said that too. A Rocky Port or a God Value movie. Those are the 2 incidents
I'm not bad about that.
that are canon as fuck and major to the plot,
He
and
being
we
put
don't
into
know nothing
another
about it.
movie without ever
Yeah.
entering the canon.
Zaza says,
Yeah, that
Roger
was kind of, I ain't gonna lie, that would kind of
versus
piss me off because
The Ed Ward? That'd be crazy.
like eventually, like, come on, man, show me this
Would
thing.
be a
Goddamn,
bad thing. I'm not bad about that.
Yeah.
make it official. That's my dude.
Shiki being put into another movie without ever entering the canon would be crazy work, though. I ain't gonna hold you. That'd be
Well, that
nasty.
would kind of piss me off.
That would
Yeah,
be nasty.
I
With
fuck
how you
with bro.
feel about
Like,
I don't know.
eventually, like, come on, man, show me this nigga. God damn.
So you still thinking
Make
like
it official.
slave
My
trade,
dude.
government
I fuck with
experiments,
Shiki.
Yonko dealings? I need more
Oh, that's
of
good.
the underworld.
Of course, I
Like yesterday.
fuck with Shiki. They gave him a Jamaican accent. Why would I
Still.
not fuck with the kid?
Yeah, I fuck with bro.
You still of the
Gotta
belief
make
that
Baby
Shiki
dog.
on the
Baby
Yobab
dog.
Island, or you
still
still
think,
change your feelings?
Spitting that
slave
down.
trade, government experiments,
I
Yonko
gotta
dealings. I
ask.
need
We got new
more
information now. We got
underworld.
new
Like
chapters.
That
I gotta
blue,
see.
or is that
See
slick
more.
still?
Slick still. You still of the belief that Shiki on the Yobab Island, or you change your feelings?
Right.
Let's be real.
Change.
Please.
And I gotta ask. We got new information now.
Okay.
We got
You need to,
new
like,
chapters.
check
I
me
gotta
real
see
quick if I'm tripping.
what's on your
Change.
mind.
You got 100 or something? You need to break that down for you?
And get the confirmations too. Like who personally know? Like who
Let's
you
check.
personally know?
Make
That
sure you're
really,
consistent.
Cool, let's
2
be
years
real.
now,
Let's be
going
real.
on 2 years.
Please.
That means you've
Do you know? Be real with me. Like,
Okay.
if you need to, like, ego check me real quick if I'm
been.
tripping.
No?
Who do you know sticks to their theories and get the confirmations too? Like, who personally knows?
Pretty consistent.
Personally,
Can't lie.
literally, it's been 2 years now.
For sure.
Going
I
on
can't
2 years.
lie about
we've
that.
been
Pretty consistent.
doing this.
Do you think you would be
I've
able
been
to come to anime NYC?
consistent with this shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been, look,
This
my checks don't bounce,
You
bro.
can't
I
let
ain't
no
gonna hold you.
just reset
My
you
checks
like
don't
you
bounce. I ain't gonna hold you. I've been on point.
Get on the phone with my management and we
For sure. I can't lie about
gonna have our own.
consistent.
Do you think
I'm gonna make
you
sure
would
I
be able to
put
come
it
to
out.
Anime NYC
My boy Israel
summertime?
been trying to do an event too.
This summer?
Yeah. If you can, let me know for real, because Reese said he might be able to pop out. If y'all all can, I'm getting on the phone with my management, and we setting up an event. Like, we gonna have our own. I'm gonna make sure I put it out. My boy Israelami, he's trying to do like an event too, like One Piece wise, but he don't know enough people. So if I'm gonna be in Anime NYC, I'm gonna tell him, yo, pull up Anime NYC. We need to do this. So after Anime NYC, before Anime NYC, we can have our own, like, all right, bet
Yeah.
this is what's going on. This is what's going
I
down. While we're at
anime
Anime
I
NYC, tell me
gotta see how much it would cost me. I know them plane tickets to
like
New
we
York.
could
I would
do.
like.
Man,
Plus,
I
I'm
would.
gonna be in this. I'm gonna be in the studio. I'm gonna be in studio sessions and all that shit. And y'all are all invited. Come see me.
Type
You
shit.
know what I'm saying?
I say
Get on my,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I
Get my rapper
I
bag.
would fuck with it.
June,
I gotta.
May, like
It gotta. I gotta see how much it would cost me.
like,
So I know them plane
April, May,
tickets to
June,
New York
you
kind
need
of.
to get that ticket.
If
Well,
you
you
get
know
that
what?
early,
I
you
actually
gotta get
do
that
got
early,
some.
though. So if it's in
I
August,
got like
I
a
say
free
you get it 3
voucher
to 4 months
from
ahead. That means the
Southwest from
beginning
when I
of the
went
summer.
to Cabo this
May,
summer.
June, May, like
Yeah, they.
April, May, June, like you get April, May, June. You need to be looking for that ticket.
These are guys that are like OGs.
Well, you know what?
They
I
people get busy, so
actually
they don't all be on
do
Discord.
got some. I got like a free voucher
ABK is my right
from
hand.
Southwest from when I went to Cabo
So
this summer.
ABK is supposed to be
Use
pulling
it,
up.
gang. I
Yeah.
got ABK pulling up with me. You don't know my guy Daryl, but these are guys that are like OGs to the Discord, basically. But they people get busy, so they don't all be on Discord anymore. But my boy ABK, when it comes to hopping in the field, ABK is my right hand man. We always jump in the field together. So ABK is supposed to be pulling up. My boy Kill, he's my shout out to my guy Kill. He doesn't really tune into a lot of stuff, but he's my One Piece advisor. Like when I feel like I might be tripping, or if there's somebody that could give me a run for my money in a debate on why I think my point might not be valid or be valid, it's my guy Kill. That exists in Instagram, not Instagram. That exists on my text message. I used to, my boy Daryl used to work at the mall. My boy Daryl worked at the anime store, so I used to go over there.
Oh, that's lit.
Kill. We all used to basically try to talk about One Piece for like anytime I go on my work, I'm on break for work, I go down there and we talk One Piece for like an hour, and then I go back to work. So that's how that's my anime team basically. We all went and saw Film Red together, type shit, all that.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we be going crazy. Like, listen, we went to go see Film
going to
Red in the
witness
hood, bro. We pulled up to the hood. We pulled up the movie theater. Niggas look like they at red carpets, bro. only niggas in the mall. Only niggas in the mall. They look
What's
like
good,
everybody
Swizzy J?
else.
Swizzy Sway. Glad to have you in the mix,
Yeah.
my guy. Talking One Piece, a lot of it.
We going to Witness Peak, my boy.
No, yeah, that sounds dope
Witness
though. I got like
that actually sounds like
$20
I Witness Peak.
like 3 points I can put.
What's good, Swizzy J? Swizzy Sway. Glad to have you in the mix, my guy. Talking One Piece, a lot of it.
What do you think about
Yeah.
No, yeah, that sounds dope though. I got like.
It seems like she's saying what up every so that means
I need
ticket, so.
I need to ask.
What do you rating chapter 11?
What did you think about the beginning? Okay, let's get into some chapter talk. Sound like you guys. I can't see what's going on. How many viewers?
Off of
It seems like she's
what I
saying
can
what
remember right now.
So that means we got some pick up people there because we really start punching down. So what are you rating the chapter first? What are you rating chapter?
And that's why, because I'm trying to remember everything before that too, and it was really kind of like somber.
Off of
chapter, I'll say this. I give it an 8. My favorite part.
What I can remember right now.
25.
I know, because all you got in your head is that last panel. I already know, gang. I already know.
But that's why, because I'm trying to remember everything before that too, and it was really still just kind of like somber. Everything.
My favorite moment of the chapter. I give it an 8. My favorite, or 8.5. My favorite moment of the chapter is this. Yeah, because it's still a build-up chapter. That's how lit it is. It's hype. My favorite moment of the chapter is Luffy copying Jinbei. That was beautiful as hell. Mimicking Jinbei to introduce himself to Saul. He's literally speaking like a Yakuza, doing the hand forward thing with the hand on the hip. That's exactly what Jinbei did when he came to Wano. He put his hand forward, listen, like basically asking for everybody's attention, put his hand on his hip. I come from the Ryugu Kingdom, blah blah blah, introduce himself, speaking in the Yakuza dialect, like literally. There's only a few characters in One Piece that speak with Yakuza dialect. I think Kizaru has done so before. Fujitora has done so. Ganbei Capone, of course. Who else? Jinbei has done so. Luffy just entered that. Hayagoro, the Yakuza in Wano, was like that as well. So as far as like gang shit, a whole lot of gang shit. Luffy's done a whole lot of gang shit. Basically. If Slick listening, Slick,
what was Frankie
copying his straw hat? It's basically being said Well, it's been stated by Oda that if
Okay.
if the two was a family, Jinbei would be the dad, Robin would be the mom. You get what I'm saying? So if Jinbei's the dad, and now I see his son literally copying him, Oda's just making it make sense.
What did you think
That's all
about
it is. So
What
Frankie's
love
old
Frankie.
voice actor passing
Frankie's
down
like the biggest,
the
the eldest
underwear
brother.
to the
He's
new
the
voice
eldest
actor?
brother. But to me, I see him like as the uncle.
Okay.
He's the eldest brother. Zoro and Sanji. Sanji's the delinquent brother. Zoro's he's one of the brothers as well. I forgot what title brother he was.
What did you think about Frankie's old voice actor passing down the underwear to the new voice actor?
Man, I wish that man all the best, bro. I seen the pictures of him how he looked like 5 years ago compared to now.
Yeah.
You know, like 10 years ago, I think compared now. I think it was like 2015 or 2016 picture compared to now. He's lost some weight. He's definitely look like he got some stuff going on, and he gotta get right. You know what I'm saying? So he's done a great job as Frankie, and he's played the voice of Django. He played the voice of like 3 other characters. Cyphers. He put a lot of work for Toei. He put in a lot of work for Toei Animation. I wish him all the best. I hope he gets better and possibly come out of retirement. You know what I'm saying? But they said they would only use him for like special. He's always had a stellar. You know what I'm saying? And I hope his health really does get better. These One Piece voice actors and the voice actors of these characters for 2 decades and running. You know what I'm saying? So anything with them wanting to take some time off, get that shit right, go get that shit right. That shit, and Frankie's always had a stellar voice. From beginning to end, meeting Frankie, he's always been a spectacular person to hear from or talk to or listen to. I thought that was dope. His new voice actor did Toto.
I seen that.
I did not know.
I don't know what to expect. Let's see how this works.
Yeah.
Because the voice actor that did
I fucking with it.
Whitebeard, the guy that originally did Whitebeard's voice died, and when they did Prime Whitebeard for the Odin flashback, they picked Crocodile as his voice actor. The guy that did Crocodile, he did.
I did not know.
You know, my OP.
Nah, fuck with it.
I seen he did a few different characters, a few different shows I had seen.
Information. I need to get back on it.
I got high hopes for him.
Running into people that
Toto was the one I recognized the most.
Like that at all.
My ear.
He
did a bunch of shows I hadn't seen before. I think out of all the shows I had seen, it was probably 3 or 4.
No, I seen he did a few different characters.
The one that stuck out the most was Toto. I really fucked with his voice.
I got high hopes for him. Toto was the one I recognized the most. Like I just came to my ear. He did JoJo's. He did. Honestly, he did a bunch of shows I hadn't seen before. I think out of all the shows I had seen, it was like maybe 3 or 4. But the character, the one that stuck out the most for me was Toto, and I was like, okay, I really feel his voice.
Really sway.
So I was like, okay, I could see it. I'm looking forward to what he do.
Right.
What's his name?
Wait, is we got
earlier
right now?
He might spend the block
for the live because we could open it up. We've been on for probably like an hour now, I think.
We got Swizzy Sway in the live at the moment.
Okay, it's just us talking. Fuck it.
Your favorite part was
what's his name?
That was a big.
Slick was in here earlier trying to join, but he might spin the blade and we can have him.
Slick be active, huh? Slick be big active.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I like that. I like that because Luffy is really adamant about.
You say your favorite part was with Luffy.
My crew.
That was a big.
I need to let them know. Hey, I appreciate
when I
what you
see
did.
somebody actually copying Jinbei, I'm like, oh, that's fucking fire because he don't really get the love he's supposed to get. So I'm glad we got that bit of from Jay.
I like that. I like that because Luffy was really adamant about, that's the guy that stayed my crew. Oh, well, before anything happens, I need to speak to them and I need to let them know, hey, I appreciate what you did.
Yeah, because he had to take what happened
when we get to the nitty gritty.
A culmination of 3 things. That's how I look at it.
Yo, was good, Matt. Was good, Matt.
Oh, you can get Matt right on.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, let these niggas know that Jinbei's that guy.
Menace pulled up.
Jinbei's that guy.
Hop on, Matt.
Yeah, pull up, Matt.
You can get to the
Definitely
nitty-gritty.
Yeah. And I was gonna say before I drop this, we open up and start really getting everybody's opinions on stuff. I liked what happened with Jinbei because it was a culmination of 3 different things. Basically, Luffy spent time with Hayagoro in the Yakuza of Hayagoro when he was on Wano. Jinbei himself speaks in the Yakuza dialect. And as you saw, he's the Jinbei is literally the one that did the handout thing and tapped him on the hip.
I like that because he really, especially since Luffy's been in that Yonko role, I feel like he knows his. So even though he is
trying to learn how to say thank you to Shanks for mocking him.
I gotta move a certain
So that's
way.
where he learned.
I have to present myself.
I gotta uphold this responsibility because this is something I learned from my big bro, anyways.
Yeah,
I like that because
I gotta
he really, especially since Luffy's been in that Yonko role, I feel like he knows it. So even though he is the age he's at, I gotta move a certain way as a Yonko. I have to present myself a certain way as a captain. So especially the person that saved my crewmate. Casual shit. I gotta be. I don't want to call it like formalities, but I gotta step a certain way.
You saw how Robin.
What was your thoughts on the chapter?
He about to say it. She like, yo, that's Luffy. I was like, God damn, let him live, man. Let him live.
See, the thing about Luffy I love is like he does whatever the fuck he wants, and it's like he knows it's respectful, but he does it in a dumbass way.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah. Hell yeah. What's good, Matt? What's good, Matt? What's good, chapter?
Blue was getting bodied.
It's been all day.
Yeah, right here. What's up?
Worse. When you left, we started really digging on Blue. It was sad.
What would you rate the chapter, Menace?
I don't know about that.
That's crazy.
Bro,
I ain't gonna lie. One Piece
You celebrating?
One Piece is the only show where we discredit.
Listen,
this degree. This man Mihawk has been known for 2 decades as the world's
Shanks era might be over. This might be the era.
For 2 decades, people have tried to discredit that title and say, no, he's a villain. He's a villain. How? He's the world's greatest.
Where we discredited such an unfathomable title to this degree. This man Mihawk has been known for 2 decades as the world's greatest swordsman, and for 2 decades, people have tried to discredit that title and say, no, he's better. Uno, he's better. Uno, this is better. How?
Bro,
he's the worst.
Here's the most reasonable way to say things for me. What if Mihawk had the title before Shanks met him, and Shanks initially started off weaker, and then based on their last duel, it's kind of implied that like it was a draw, like there was no clear winner. Yeah, it was a draw. Yeah, and that might have been the duel where Shanks was finally at his level, right? And then
if
Shanks
he was better,
it was like, I'm not fighting again. Like, they're never gonna fight again. But Shanks has gone massively stronger since then. So was Mihawk, but Shanks, I think, to a higher degree because he has the one arm, has to do all this other shit.
Was he?
So now it's like, hey,
Odin
probably is better, but he's never gonna get the title because they're never gonna fight again.
If he was better, how come his blade not black?
Okay, this is what I was gonna say.
Why wasn't Rogers black? Wasn't Odin black either? Odin wasn't a greatest swordsman at one point. Didn't have any black blades. He had 2 swords. Yeah, he was
Odin.
He was stated to be the strongest swordsman in Wano. Like when he came back, he was stated to be the best.
Self-proclaimed.
But they said no. It was self-proclaimed, but they said it was. It said it was for good reason.
Yeah, because I do believe that when Roger's dead at this point.
Roger's still alive.
No. I'm talking about when he came back from his voyage and Roger died, and at that time when he's fighting, like when he's about to go and engage Kaido, I think he's a big contender for strongest swordsman.
The title was Roger's alive. It was immediately when he came back. He became the strongest swordsman. That's what stated.
He was still sailing with Roger when he called himself.
No. It was once he came back to Wano is when he said it. Like this was as soon as he came back.
I thought it was on the voyage back to Wano.
No, it was when he got back.
I could be wrong. I had to fact check it.
That's why people sometimes say, "Yo, Odin could beat Whitebeard and Roger."
Look at his face too.
I've never been along those. I've never been. Oh, they showed us what we needed to show us upon him meeting those two.
Yeah, they already.
Pretty
I'm not even about to
uneventful.
entertain that whole process. Yeah, but the era of Shanks is over, gentlemen.
Nah, it just got better.
Yo, Matt, you gonna stop looking at me like that, man.
Look at his face too. He looks so.
You look so hurt.
What's over? What do you mean? To me,
I just said that to get a reaction, and it worked. That's
Pretty uneventful.
Man, Shanks is up.
Shanks is up. But I want to ask you a question. Do you think you read the chapter? Things I need to know what were you rating the chapter, and what was your thoughts on the last panel? I'm about to do what you're doing right now. Trust me, I'm working on it. Definitely working on it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I'm in a room full of niggas. But
It be like that again.
Rivals, I'm not paying attention right now.
You've been playing Rivals for like 2 hours straight.
Same.
Yeah. I'm trying to learn Magic right now because my friend showed me how to cancel the animation.
It's a who game?
BP's my guy.
Really?
I'm gonna say this one thing. I've seen people on Rivals more than I've been seeing people on Spark and Zero, and I just think that's kind of crazy. But
Spark Zero died. It died right away.
Damn.
It's a fun game. That's it.
That's it. Okay, cool. I like that.
It's a who game?
A funner game.
Really?
No, it makes sense. Sparking Zero is just about updating graphics. Do we have all the characters? Can they use all the moves? That's cool, but if the game not fun, that's the problem.
Damn.
Apollo, this is real quick so I can give you my opinion. It took everything from Overwatch. It took a lot of shit from Overwatch. All the other heroes.
And TF2.
And what?
And TF2.
Oh yeah, of course. That's the OG. You know what I mean? Like you can't talk about these type of games, these third games without bringing up to the Fortress. What I'm saying is, we have characters we love, right? We have Marvel characters we love. We already have development, and we have just an amazing cast of and the game is great. Of course, best people, nerf people that need to be nerfed in a manner that's not like competitive. Don't go to the Overwatch route. Don't go to Overwatch route. That's what I'll talk about it more in depth on another podcast, but right now we're talking about what anyway.
Dude, we can do it on Friday. You know, Friday's free.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, listen, on Friday?
Yeah, I did what you asked. I changed it to
Hey, I'm gonna get your
I'm not cooking Dagger, man.
Yo, Menace, DM my guy. My guy Matt, he be on.
I'm just so I can't do it.
I got you. Yeah, we gonna let that. Great chapter.
Also, that girl, I thought it was Kalina, but I realized some point now the hair is different. But the way I'm gonna cope this, right? It's a delinquent haircut. They dyed it.
Man, I've seen like 5 different names for sure.
No, I don't.
Twitter is
I think it has to be Kalina because this arc is all about bringing people back. You notice with like people like Saul and all that shit, bring people back right into the main story. And it'd be crazy. Luffy has to fight Stabs, and Zoro fights Kalina. Like he fights in really. That's her. Because I don't think Luffy's gonna dump it. I think it's like Egghead where he doesn't actually win a fight. It's gonna be some super stalemate shit where like they get away and Zoro's gonna be like, yo, that's Kalina. Like the fuck's gonna happen? He's gonna body it.
I'm not against that narrative. The action is gonna be like, yo, the whole first 20 minutes of this, the first 20 minutes of this whole me telling Coach, I agree. Stab's about to get that work. I ain't gonna hold you. Stab's got
I think that has to be a Luffy work. I think it has to be. I think Luffy's initial reaction is gonna be like, yo,
I don't
my
want
guy's
the
face
fight
is
though.
evil.
I want Luffy's fight to actually be against Shanks. Don't give me a warm-up fight between him and Stab. Give that fight to Zoro.
And I agree. But this is more likely for Luffy, right? You see someone that resembles the guy that he idolizes, like above everyone else, right? Do some evil shit, and then be like, yo, I'm a celestial dragon. If he tells Luffy that's my brother, like Shank's my brother, it's gonna make him question a lot of his own shit, which is why Luffy's gonna like fight him. But I don't think it's gonna be a real fight. I think he's gonna be like I'll say rageful, I guess, because he can't believe the information he's getting. And that's how he loses the fight. But he's not locked in. Or they get away, right? But when Zoro fights like Kuina person, it's gonna happen in my opinion, right? They're gonna be clashing, and then like Zoro's gonna be like being put down a little bit. He's like, yo, like this kind of reminds me of Kuina's fight back in the day. And he gets a nice hit on them, and then like that little mask like falls out, and he realizes it's them, and then they attack him, and they forget. Like he's got his guard down.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I ain't gonna say it's not interesting. It is interesting. I'm too much on the green hair versus red hair nigga right now. My mind's crazy. I got proven himself. I ain't gonna hold you. The Mihawk said, I need someone as strong. In the dad book, it says he's waiting for someone stronger than Shanks.
Yeah.
How do we get Zoro past that point? Because we know we ain't never fight Shanks. He got his twin. Stab.
Nah, they're playing on the same level. That's implying they're on the same level.
Like I told Chris before you got on here, he would either have the tier 2 Shanks or right under Shanks. Like, very relative regardless.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to be above Shanks.
Matt, because I feel like we still haven't heard you yet.
But he needs
to read the comments.
Even if Shanks is stronger than him, it would probably be in one department. Like I said, his Conqueror's Haki is immense. I don't think anyone's just matching Shanks' Conqueror's Haki. But swordsmanship with 2 fucking arms, boy, that's a sight to see. I need to see it right now.
Hold on.
This is the closest we're going to get to the 2 arms.
Matt, you get your shit off, Matt. Let me
get some clarification. Are we calling stabs like twin brothers? That's
Shanks, Stab.
No. I saw the information.
Yeah. Garland should have been like.
I'm very, very shocked to see like that last panel. Because I'm just confused. I'm just confused. What does this mean? I did see a video. I forgot the name. He was saying that like this circle was different from the other circle that's on.
Only by that detail.
It didn't have the numbers. Right, exactly. So everybody got drawn. I don't know what that means. Is he still is he a part of like
Holy Knights?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I don't feel like that's an evil ability now. Because the Shanks can do it, you know. Because I feel like remember when the knot got pulled, right, and the Haki got released. Everybody got drawn back to, where Emu was at. I'm assuming that was the Emu ability. Now, because of this, I don't believe it's that.
I do, though. This is my thing, because I know we're probably talking about it later, but we were talking on Discord last night after Yuri's stream. Basically, what he was saying is they literally got the way they were warped, teleported. Yeah. It looks like they were already kneeling down to something. Like whether it was Garland or Emu, it looks like they were receiving orders, and they were already in that. Okay, master. Okay, sire, I got you. And then they got teleported. Now that's the vibe I got. That's the vibe. Trip got from it, and I was like, okay, that's crazy. I was only thinking that. I'm glad he gave insight. That's what I was thinking is going on along the lines of. I just think because they're holy knights, they don't have the numbers the circle. But that's
I think the guards just have numbers because they're the
course. Yeah. I'm making my correlation as to why it's not a move ability. Because that's where my mind was at first, right? Now, my thing with okay with if somehow Bonnie's dad Kuma comes back. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, Kuma, they always warmed us up. They said he was dead, but he's able to use hockey, cracking skills. He was able to get to Egghead, then Black said the whole thing about engineers and the secret ability. So I see a lot of people on Twitter complaining about that. I was like, it's far past
He's hinting at
about that. Yeah, he's been hinting at it. So I don't know what we're complaining about.
So I'm cool.
It's a younger version of Vegapunk. It's not the same old guy.
I mean, it made sense for him because he got all these different versions of himself that he would, somehow come back to life. Him having an older version, like a younger version of himself stored away, and that he had to do something to get it. I don't know.
Oh, it's a younger version of Vegapunk. It's not the same old guy.
Not necessarily a younger version. He made a replica of himself 20 years ago because he couldn't afford to leave the lab because everyone would be up in arms about the head trying to leave the lab. That replica should still be an older Vegapunk. It shouldn't be like a Vegapunk prime.
I don't know if Zaza's still in the chat or not. I'm gonna read his comments because
it's Vegapunk from the era he came to Elbaf.
Zaza's comment was refers to Shanks.
Yeah. It'll
He's
be,
gonna
I would say,
snitch
probably
another
2
person to his
years,
brother.
3 years after
He's gonna snitch
he
about another
met with Dragon on O'Hara. I would think that.
Next, one arm. All right. I don't know if Zaza's still in the chat or not, but I'm gonna read his comments because he had a few.
Okay, good.
Zaza's first comment refers to Shanks. He's gonna snitch to another person to his brother. He's gonna snitch about another person to his brother. Next.
That's what Stabs did. Technically, I do believe. Remember, Cokes? I said that. I said, yo, if Stab, I wasn't calling him Stabs back then. I think I was actually. I gotta ask Google. But back then, I was always saying, I was always on the train of if that's Shanks, then he's talking about Blackbeard. If that is not, listen, that's Shanks. He's talking about Blackbeard. If it's not Shanks, and it's Shanks' twin brother, the only person he can be talking about.
Zaza then says one arm living off battles from 16 years ago.
All those pirates, wouldn't you fear one, or at least say not fear? Wouldn't you think the one that's a threat is the one that shares your blood? And you know
one arm living off battles from 16 years ago.
I think that Stabs was talking about Shanks.
That's the reaction I was expecting.
Zaza then says one arm living off battles from 16 years ago. I don't know. You tell me, dude.
I mean, I'll let the Shanks fans address that.
It says one arm is living off battles from 16 years ago.
Oh my God!
That's the reaction I was expecting.
Wait. Did he not play Kaido? Did he not put him in the top 5?
We ain't seen him.
Kuma got that lineage in there. He one of them ones.
From half these top tiers, we still praising the fucking hell out like
But 1 HP, he's one of them ones.
I saw Kainu fail to kill 1% Kuma, nigga, and we still praise him like he's Jesus.
Kuma got that lineage in him though. He one of them ones.
Dog, I saw Kainu fail to kill him when he's at 1 HP.
Hold on. I'm about to
Buccaneers
just read the rest of one of them ones.
Right. Your phone be dying mad fast, and you get that 1%, and your phone walk in. Kuma game. That's Kuma game. Stop playing. Stop playing, bro.
He said,
I do.
Hold on. I'm about to finish reading the rest of your comments right now, bro.
Here,
he just came back. All right. He says, he only fights people he knows he can beat. That's lame. I agree. That is pretty lame. He then says, Stabs. He says Stabs and Shanks, all names of people who snitch and are losers. Loki kills one arm.
I gotta spin to you real quick. I just want to hear your train of thought.
I'm just saying.
What if Stabs
Listen, if Frankie and Queen could be related,
maybe it doesn't match up with the
fighting
time.
a war and never
I was
acknowledge that shit.
gonna say, what is Stabs?
Anything can happen. So I just want to know, what do y'all think about
Bonnie's real dad is a celestial dragon. He said, I took her for a fellow in the Holy Land. I'm just saying, what if, you know, listen, if Frankie and Queen could be related father and son and fight in a war and never acknowledge that shit and we don't even care about it, anything can happen. I just want to know, what do y'all think about it?
Hey, I'll tell you right now, that might be the worst thing you've ever told me.
It would depend on how you does
Ever
it.
told me, man. I can't lie to you.
I mean, it parallels. Shanks got Uta.
No, I get it, but I'm like, bro, leave that family alone.
See, look, you look like you don't want to think about it because it might be some.
No, I think that's just ass writing. If that's the case,
I don't know. It depends on how Oda does it. If it
would depend on how you do it.
if it becomes a core plot thing, then maybe it could be ass. If it becomes a thing where it's like we just SBS that whole, then I don't think it matters. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be Oda SBS it and then partially show. Like, watch this. Let's say Stabs fails to just easy to be after Robin. If you look at all priorities on the island, Robin, Bonnie, those are the big three priorities on the island, right? What if we? No, I'm talking about you stop not reading poneglyphs. He's not commanding he is not some guy.
That nigga was a threat.
All right, we'll wait till after we go back to have that. So basically,
I argue Jimmy is also right because everyone is respecting Jimmy.
Who's the priority one threat right now? Those three names I just named is part of the strike. Robin, Bonnie.
No, you're a Mihawk fan.
They never will be.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Nigga, she's come back.
I want VV, Bonnie, and Yamato. I already told you this. At least a year.
I gotta ask you.
See, Matt.
I'm telling you.
Matt, this motherfucker with Matt.
I'm right there.
Nah, ready?
You a Hawk fan over Shanks, right?
Oh boy. It's like it makes it.
Okay. Menace, you were heavy.
I gotta ask because I'm gonna tell you after.
Okay.
I don't remember that. I remember I was supposed to do a little research.
My God. Okay.
I'm gonna give it a chance to the hockey game.
Okay. Menace, you were a heavy Shanks fan, correct?
Heavy Shanks.
100%.
But he's different. He's the different breed I told you about, where
That's fair.
he allows
Boom.
because he understands
Right.
scaling brothers.
Okay.
And you want to scale together.
Oh,
So
yeah,
downplay me. You gotta be downplaying.
To me, it goes, you don't count Emu, it goes Shanks, Blackbeard, Mihawk. They're all pretty close. I said Shanks have a slight edge for both of them.
The most fair take I've ever heard from Shanks fans.
Okay. That's fair. So
Actually,
boom.
one of the reasons he's even allowed to be here right now. I swear
Yeah.
to God. I swear to God. That was a hard point.
Y'all understand, right? I will dick ride Shanks and high heaven, right? But I'm also praising Mihawk while I'm doing it. Like, it's not an entity for Mihawk.
Mihawk is still cold. That's why I don't get to slam. Cause yeah, I get you have to big up one and down the other two main components of your argument. But it's like talking about KD and LeBron.
That's right. Okay, boom. So
And
Matt,
like, at points, like
Matt,
both when LeBron
do
was
you
is the great player on back, and at the time, but because LeBron is there, he's not the best basketball
understood?
player at the time.
That's right.
Fair point.
That's right.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a
boom.
fair point.
So
I couldn't
Matt,
be mad at that if I wanted to.
You mind sitting out for a second so Zaza can join so he can go at it with Miss for a second because he has comments.
All right, for sure. We're gonna give you 10, Zaza.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Okay, good. Don't allow this for too long.
That's cool.
Comment on
All right,
it.
bet.
Understood.
This could turn into
We're gonna
troll god.
right back, Matt.
This is a troll god. He could do this with Zaza for
I
a minute.
can do it for hours.
Yes,
I can do it for
legit. So put a
hours.
cap on the time limit. Like after like 10, 15, yeah, little cap. I ain't gonna hold you.
All right, for sure. We're gonna we gonna give you 10, Zaza. That cool?
No, Dell. Because as I said, he only doing 5 minutes. But even
10,
better.
that's cool.
Oh, he's
All right,
drinking.
bet.
Hey, I'll be
Yeah, we gonna add you
fair
right
too.
back,
I'll let
man.
him
Well,
go
that's a good
first.
point.
I'll let him go first.
Oh yeah, that's
Bet that.
very well mannered.
Yeah, I got it.
What's good,
Right.
Zach?
I got 45 kills right now. I'm
Yeah,
chill with anything.
I do want Matt to come back because he might have some points I need to hear. I
No,
ain't gonna
Dell. Zaza said he only doing 5 minutes, so even better.
hold.
Oh, he's
Okay.
drinking.
It's like you're
He's
zero and
Yeah,
he's
I know.
always
Sanji.
Well, that's a
Like
good.
I'm always I'm always smoking.
No,
He's
yeah, that's
always
what I'm talking
drinking. He's legit my rival.
Oh God.
What's
Zaza's
good,
my
Zach?
rival. Zaza's my rival on here. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm not anybody's
Yes, you
rival.
do,
I look
bro.
at
As
the
much as
world.
you drink on a stream, I smoke on a stream. We're like rivals.
It's like you're
I thought you were
Zoro
talking about
and
something
he's
else.
Sanji. No, I'm Sanji. He be Zoro. That don't
Oh,
match
yeah,
up
that's
right.
what I'm
'Cause I'm
talking
not playing. I'm not. No, it's not. Take that back. Sanji.
No, I was just trying to say I don't try to change anyone's opinion. I think y'all should know that about me right now. I just tell you I like the nigga. Like, and there is nothing about one arm that I like. I don't call him by his name. I
Give more
have
points than a
hated this
pencil.
motherfucker since day fucking one. I don't care about that nigga. The cool shit that he does is lame. This motherfucker been doing
Okay.
cool shit for fucking 15 years, but got pieced up by black bitch. That's lame shit, bro. That's lame shit, bro.
Coach
That's lame
hearing.
shit. That's
I hear
lame
you too,
shit,
but
bro.
Coach is
That's
real
lame
hearing.
shit. And like I said,
Get more
if
points
he
than a
was
pencil.
another fucking pirate, if
So
he didn't have
Menace,
one arm
before you
game,
go,
we
before
call
you
him
go,
a
Menace,
fraud.
Matt's in the
Said that
comments. He
shit
wants to know
from
your
the
rifle
fucking
tag.
start.
Menace, you know how I usually try to hold you back. You're right now. You're
Yeah.
like a captain from
You
Bleach
can
that
wild
goes
out.
to Car Town, and I take off the seals, bro. Like you could do you. Like
Wild,
you know how I
wild
always
out,
like
Menace.
Menace. Now don't too
No,
wild.
you
Get in your
understand,
So,
right?
get in your back.
Menace,
You
before you
understand,
go,
right?
Menace, Matt's in the comments and wants to know your rifle's tag.
Oh,
Just type it in the comments. Just type it in the comments.
Yeah.
And Matt can get it.
Then you can wild out.
Let me finish this game real quick. All right. So I'm not gonna
Don't
lie.
forget.
Zaza, all that shit you just said ain't no fucking sense.
Mm.
Just letting you know,
We get-
Alfred, that made no fucking sense. I'll tell you why, ready?
And it begins.
So the only reason, like, I'm only focused on one point, right? All this shit was bullshit, right?
Mhm.
Because he's
Of
another
course.
pirate with his name, he's on a fraud. Dog, he's on a fraud because he thinks on a fucking holy night. We know he thinks of the ops. Like, I'll play this,
I
right?
literally just said.
In the story, right? I know all of us do not agree with this, but they said like
I'm gonna go.
Kaido's the strongest, right? Kaido and Shanks had a scuffle, man. Kaido said, "Yo, you're on that Roger Whitebeard level, nigga. Like, people he thinks above him. Like, he thinks that Roger's above him, and he put Shanks up there after like what 2 minutes of clashing.
Put him up there because he probably snitched and probably told me. But I know,
He ain't no
I know,
sister. He beat the
I know
allegations.
who's gonna die.
He
I know
beat
who's
the
gonna kill you.
allegations.
I know who Joe Boy is. I know who Joe Boy is. That's what he said when he got Kyle to back up
He
on that.
beat the allegations. He ain't no
Nah,
snitch. That was his brother.
He a snitch.
Nah, well,
He snitched.
hey, show me the scar. Show me this. Where is that?
That's his family.
No. Where is that? Because I didn't see Garlic snitch. Wait, I didn't see Garlic snitch. I saw Stab snitch.
Garland?
I didn't see Snake snitch. I saw Stab snitch.
I saw snitch.
One nigga snitch, bro. Only one. The one that we don't know anything about.
When he went,
When we just felt like existed today.
when he went up to
Stats, bro. I'm a rep.
when he went up to Whitebeard,
Saying the only slander people can give him is that he lost an arm to a Sea King and he's a snitch.
It was kind of
He
lame.
beat the allegations on the snitch part.
It was pretty lame.
Snitch.
I
I don't know if that counts as snitching, but it was lame.
That's on point now.
What?
What else we got? Bitch.
That makes him even more of a
Bro,
loser.
yeah, that's
How
like
you
he's
get
a
caught by a
bitch.
dude that's
So I'm on your side on that. I
Let
don't
me be
know if
mixy.
it's
So
free
how
right
you
now.
feel
Not
about
keep on
Shanks
letting out.
going to
But
Whitebeard to talk
yeah,
about
I don't consider that
Lame.
snitching, but that he did lose 4 points.
It was pretty
Like,
lame.
that was a pretty lame.
How you
That
going to
counts as
complain
snitching, but it
about
was
a
lame.
brother?
He for sure lost.
I don't
4
count
points.
it.
Another
Either.
pirate? Nah.
Let Coach get in.
What's up, Coach?
So
Come on, man. Like,
I'm on your side on that. I don't know if Minutes can hear me right now or not because he's kind of lagging out. But I don't consider that snitching.
I got
But
a question for you, Minutes.
4 points for me for that. That was a pretty
You
lame
said
moment.
Blackbeard's an issue.
He's
Who's a
a
bigger issue?
balance.
For
Blackbeard
sure
or
lost
Whitebeard
points
at
going to
that time?
Whitebeard.
So,
Bro,
right there, he's a balance. He's like Whitebeard. No, yo, this nigga Blackbeard is an issue. Like,
So,
letting you know, don't let. He
You
was
take
trying,
care of
this.
it
he was
then.
trying to
Because
save
Blackbeard is an
Ace
issue.
from
I got
dying.
he's
Do you know how much
losing.
He's
Whitebeard cared about
such an
Ace?
I got a
issue
question
to
for
the
you.
point that I'm willing to
You said
fight
Blackbeard's
Whitebeard
an
about the
issue.
topic.
Who's a bigger
But I'm
issue,
not going to go fight
Blackbeard or
Blackbeard
Whitebeard
about
at
it.
that time?
Because he literally fought Whitebeard after that conversation.
White because of his power, but Black because it's kind of it's fair. It's like I say,
So
it's both.
That actually is fair.
so get this. He says Blackbeard is an issue. He's such an issue to the point that I'm willing to fight Whitebeard about the topic, but I'm not gonna go fight Blackbeard about it because he
You think
literally
they're
fought
crews? You think
And
they're
it's
two crews
business.
fought
after that
today?
conversation.
Well, I'll put it like this, right? As a Yonko, right? If you were to like just fight Blackbeard, even though he's not on Whitebeard anymore, he knows how Whitebeard cares about his sons. So it wouldn't be Whitebeard. It'd be Whitebeard and his whole crew versus Shanks. That's the issue. Like, I don't think people realize when you go to a
You think the
Yonko.
two
No.
crews fought that day?
Can I tell you
No,
why?
no,
Can I
I'm
tell you why?
saying
No.
if Shanks
Whitebeard let Ace
and
go after
Whitebeard,
him.
like,
And
let's
he
say Shanks
didn't
was
give Ace any
getting attacked with
recommendation.
Blackbeard, right?
He
But even though
recommended
Whitebeard, like, he's not like Blackbeard's not part of his crew no more,
Mhm.
he's still his son. You know what I mean? So it would be Whitebeard would get on Shanks' ass after that, plus Whitebeard's whole crew.
him.
No.
100%.
Can I tell you why?
So,
Because of
don't you
the
think
Why?
that
why?
that's the case?
Whitebeard
Shouldn't
let
Whitebeard be
Ace go
listening
after him,
when
and
he
he
says,
can
"Hey,
give
tell
Ace
Ace not to
representation.
go after him. Tell your brothers not to fight."
That's different. That's crew on crew. That's what in the crew. That's brothers fighting, right? He's like, it's whatever. Let's have fun. This is another guy coming in, bringing up your kid. You know what I mean?
So don't you think that if that's the case, shouldn't Whitebeard be listening to Shanks when he says, "Hey, tell Ace not to go after him.
He should
Tell your
have.
brothers not to fight"?
He should have.
No one wants to listen to one arm. One arm need to get the fuck off the people's
He
screen.
was
That's all
warning
he needs to
him.
do. Get the fuck off the people's screen. Because he's a hoe. All niggas do is whole shit. Like,
How is that whole
cool?
Oh
Like,
shit!
it's
Wait.
whole shit.
Whitebeard
You
had
go
a
to another
Not after
room
killing his
to
son.
complain about
No,
someone?
not after
That's
killing
whole
his
shit, bro. You
That wasn't
was
complaining.
Yonko.
No, it
You
wasn't
was
complaining.
Yonko.
It wasn't complaining. No, it wasn't. Wait, it was warning. It was warning.
That's whole
Sure.
shit. That's
Because Shanks knew
shit.
if he fucked up
That's whole
Blackbeard,
shit.
Whitebeard's
No,
ass would get on. That whole crew would get on it and
And
Shanks'
then,
ass.
and then
And
he
you
was
saw him
like, yo,
when this
Not
nigga
after
would
killing
die.
his son. No, not after killing his son.
yo, then, you see these
100%.
scars, they hurt me more than anything. I think, yo,
That's how I miss that
get
trailer.
the fuck off this boat, bro. Get the fuck off this boat. You came here to flex. You showed your wound. You did some whole shit. Get the fuck off, bro. I told that nigga, fuck off my shit, bro. Get the fuck
I need
off
more.
my shit.
I need more sessions with Menace and
Say
Zaza.
again.
Hey,
Fuck
you know
off
we
my
call
shit,
that?
bro.
We call it the balance. That's top one of actions right
The
there.
balance of wholeness, bro. Get the fuck off my shit, bro. Get the fuck off my shit, bro, man. I told one of them to get the fuck
Let me
off my
ask
shit.
this though, right? Wait,
Instagram, if you could hear me,
is
we need more
Shanks
live
wrong?
slots, bro.
Shanks wrong, bro?
People,
Whitebeard is a threat.
Let's see.
Say again.
Is Shanks wrong though? Whitebeard's a threat.
All
Oh,
I'm
that's
saying
disrespectful.
is Boron does
That's
a
disrespectful.
lot of
Nigga, Zoro ain't being no.
I don't even think you believe
Nah,
that.
Zoro's style is just
I'm not even, bro, man. I'm not even
2025
involved
game.
in
No,
that.
I'm not.
I'm
I'm
not even
not
involved.
gonna let you say you're praising stats and say Zoro can beat his ass. Nigga, he didn't even beat Lucci. He needs Jinbei to finish the job.
Oh, that's
No, we not doing that.
No,
We not doing
we
that.
do no. We doing that.
Wait,
We
Zoro
not doing
went all
that.
out.
Jinbei,
Zoro went
You
all out.
talking like Lucci? You talking like Lucci went bleeding through them bandages?
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
it don't matter. He was still in his legging for
Stop
still
playing with me.
standing up.
Jinbei beat
Jinbei
that.
hit him, then he was
Jinbei
gone.
beat that man, bro.
Extreme drift?
Jinbei beat that man on his
No,
birthday.
I'm
Like,
not even
Man,
about
I
to
saw
get into
Zoro
that.
huffing and puffing and fighting Lucci, bro. That nigga was going
wait.
straight there for the
Zoro was huffing and puffing.
Zoro went all out.
Zoro was huffing and puffing, and then Lucci was limping and bleeding. You see the difference?
No, I'm saying before that.
You see the difference,
that.
bro.
No, I'm saying before.
Wow.
That nigga went extreme distance for Lucci.
Man, they
Extreme.
both was huffing and puffing.
You don't believe that?
They went extreme distance.
Is that an injury?
High is the most I've
Hey,
ever.
ready? When the anime extends that fight, They will.
Well,
And I see Lucci do a Rokugan on Zoro, and Zoro's on the ground bleeding, his back hurt.
wow.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think Zoro's gonna do anything to outdo Lucci, and I don't think Lucci's gonna do anything to outdo Zoro until we get to that final attack. Nah, that's how the fight actually went.
Man, that Lucci, on my opinion, right? Lucci wasn't even taking that fight seriously because the one attack we saw him do was not fucking boom.
Okay, look, that
I mean, this shit.
I'll
was
say this,
dancing in
right?
the air.
They put that in, and Zoro gets hit with
You
it.
know what?
If they put that in and Zoro gets hit with it, then I promise you, then Lucci gotta almost get done in by a Triton Sekai, some shit like that. It gotta be some type of she line song. It gotta be something. There's no way Lucci gets that off on Zoro. And Zoro doesn't get Zoro's a professional fight player. You know, like you tag me, I'm definitely tagging you. Like that's Zoro. Like, he's a master.
I saw Lucci in air, and Zoro was like, hey,
listen, Luffy asked Zoro, he said, yo, you and Lucci,
that nigga Zoro
said, nah.
Zoro only did what he did. He only did because fucking Sanji's bitch ass was like, yo, get him, nigga. And he was like, yo, fuck that nigga.
Yeah, because Zoro was using that. Because Zoro was, I keep telling everybody, the swordsman in me, I literally think Zoro was using that fight for training. Every time you watch an anime, this is anime logic. Anytime you watch an anime and the swordsman just gets a new feat, the very next fight he gets in, he's just experimenting with the ability he just gained. Look, Kagurabachi's a perfect example.
I'll read that, right? You know what that also means? It means that King of Hell Zoro, his sword is clashing is as strong as Lucci's fucking finger.
If Lucci is using the armament on his claw, I'm not mad.
No, there wasn't even hockey on that finger.
He's not. Well, there's no.
If you go back to those panels, that was.
I definitely think he's using like
no, dude.
Nah, seriously.
No, Kevin, you go back to the panel, right? Lucci is just doing this with no armament. Nigga was emoing the whole fight.
I don't think it's no armament. I think he's using the Enduro armor. Like that's just literally.
I
don't agree. And it's not legit.
Invisible is a toe, and you
when
know.
Tashigi slices Monet, did you see any hockey around her sword? It's not even black. We know she could cut Monet because she cut Monet.
And Monet took no damage, right?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait. The same slash did no damage to Monet?
No, she finished her off.
I'm talking about the wrong slash.
Oh, I'm talking about the first one. I was like,
I'm not talking about the first one. I'm talking about the slash where she kind of does her in, like finish her off after Zoro does it.
Like this, right? It's gonna be the greatest day. It's gonna be the greatest day for me.
This is why I keep bringing up stats.
We're gonna beat up Zoro to watch.
I don't.
But why would Kuwait hide information? That's the only issue.
I can tell you why. All right, so you know how Zoro looks a lot like his master, Zoro master?
Smarter.
Like a lot for your life?
Yeah.
All right, we're ready? We know there's Celestials that want to be normal people, right? And they're supposed to be hiding information. Unlike Dopey's dad. Dopey's dad told people. These guys, I don't feel like this, right? Most people should be smarter than Dopey's dad, right? They should be a lot smarter. So the way I see it is like his brother. Like, I'm assuming like maybe they're brothers, like they're related somehow, right? Zoro's master and Zoro's brother, they're related somehow, right? He was like, yo, fuck being a Celestial. I'm gonna go be a normal ass nigga. And they went to go to that random village and train people with swords, right? Just because that's what he does, right? I think when Kuina died, what happened was Zoro popped back up and was like, yo, you left, but your daughter is still one of us by blood. So we're gonna take it. And he's also can't do shit to Lagora, say. So it had to happen. She got kidnapped, right? Because my thing is, let's be real, right? Him telling Zoro that she died from some stairs is basically him just saying, like, yo, like, I don't want to really tell us what really happened. So I'm going to say, like, she's done. I'm putting in a childish manner. So he's like, oblivious to all that shit, right? Now, She's been raised as a holy knight, learn her heritage, all that shit. And remember, her whole thing was female swordsmen are going to be weak when they get older. These niggas are always going to make her strong when she gets older. So it's everything she needs. Or she got brainwashed. I don't fucking know.
Whatever.
That was valid. That was valid. I'm not all the way with it.
Nico, I was going to ask you a question because I just read the chapter again of his, Shonen Jump, whatever.
His opinion.
Do you think Usopp's opinion of the Giants is going to change? Because remember, he went to this island thinking that they're all about battles and all this other stuff. They're about pride and all this other shit. But now they're glorified big-ass nerds.
His opinion is going to change of them, but he's going to find salvation.
Okay.
He's going to find salvation in Loki. Loki seems to be one of the few one of the few giants that still embraces the culture of the giant.
Yeah.
You know? Like how
Let me tell
that's why I do
you
think he's a good guy and he's going to be cool with his brother.
You know that new giant we saw? Not the fat bitch, but the skinny bitch, the teacher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah. Ripley? Yeah, that's Loki's goon.
Believe it or not.
I'm telling you right now, right? What's going to happen is half the Straw Hats are going to fight these Holy Knights, right? The other half are going to be helping the Giants in their battle with Loki. And the Loki versus the Giants is going to be a misunderstanding on both sides.
We're going to meet very soon.
So I want to see like niggas like Usopp, Robin, whatever, be helping on that side, right? Luffy and Zoro, I mean, these two niggas are popular. That's how it's going to go for this arc, right?
I
think it's going to happen.
No, Shorty might be a rival.
I agree with
maybe. What I'm thinking is like, Ripley, and then like we're going to have 3 more Giants on this island. We're going to meet very soon. They're all going to be actually on Loki's side during that. And it's supposed to parallel how Druden having 4 people below him.
I love Robin to death, but if you
I agree with him. I do think Loki's gonna break out, and like I've been telling everyone, I think one of these evil giants is gonna kill Saul because Rob's not allowed to be happy. So I'm totally down with that. Hey, listen, I can love Robin to death, but if you think Saul and Robin are gonna have a arc, you're fucking losing your mind. Saul's gonna die.
No. So you're right, but I wouldn't go that far. And think of that. So the way I'm going is at the end of Elbaf, you know how Dorian Broglie are the giant warrior pirates?
Yeah.
And we got the new giant warrior pirates. What's going to happen is either if Loki don't become a Straw Hat, which I think he should be, what's going to happen?
He's going to become a kid pirate. I swear. I will put money on it now, bro. And literally, hold on, man. Coach, did you watch the video that I told you to watch? Did you watch the TikTok video I told you to watch?
I did watch it.
And what do you think about it? Give me raw thoughts.
Druden and his four goons are going to become the
Remember, my whole thing was Killer's going to die and gain someone else to replace Killer. And literally, that's what that song is. Go ahead.
All right, I was going to say, and then it's okay, Loki's not a Straw Hat or a kid pirate for some weird reason. I just what happened is like Loki and his 4 goons and how Druden and his 4 goons are going to become the new giant warrior pirates together, and they're going to parallel Dorian Broglie.
You know what I'm saying?
I do agree with that.
Yeah, that's how it's going to go.
I'll put it like this. You're right. That's what's going to happen. O'Connor just saying he's going to be a kid hurt and get people's reactions and get them riled up. And his main relationship is going to be with Kid, as far as like he's going to see Kid as an ally. Him and Kid are going to be cool. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to actually be a pirate, but him and Kid are going to be cool. Now, the issue is that the symbolism is he has a skull, has a belt buckle. And we see that the skull being on the belt buckle is a very symbolic thing for right-hand men, the first commanders of other crews. So to me, I think he's going to be a commander on one of these crews. It could be with Hadruden, where he's the co-captain and Hadruden's the main captain. And he could be basically we know that's his right-hand man, and co-captains. Or it could be he allies with Kid, because Kid technically needs that. Now, Menace, I would have to send you the TikTok video I speak on. The TikTok video I speak on is a song that was done back in the day. It's a punk rock song called Psycho Killer. And honestly enough,
if you send me the song later, I'll listen to it before going to bed.
yeah, no, I'll send you the video. I'm not really trying to listen to the song, but ironically enough, one of the main distinctions from song Carolyn Kids is that the hook is called Psycho Killer. And interestingly enough, if you look at
Killer's Laugh,
that's Killer's Laugh. It's on panel, exactly. You get me.
Yeah.
But the song describes Kid and Killer's relationship from the beginning of the journey to the end of their journey so far. And the end of the song says, I think it says we are vain. It says we are blind and we are vain. The term vain basically means like you're snappy. You snap at people that are rude and whatever. Blah, blah, blah. You're vain. You're a vain person. And then there's also the part where he says we are blind. Loki has legit done both of these things where he's literally in bandage blinded. We are blind, vain, and then the vain.
I like the fact they both hate Shanks because
snaps on Luffy for being rude.
So let me tell you why. Everything the song has said will never happen.
It's kind of like
it will never happen, right? Oda is not going to allow any.
You don't even see them being cool with it. So you don't even see Kid and
They can be cool. They can be cool, but I'll tell you why they're never going to join. Right? Because this implies Killer dies.
Yes.
Oda's making.
I haven't heard my theory yet, have you?
No, I have, but I'm gonna tell you why.
Killer's gonna die, bro.
No, I'm gonna tell you why it's never gonna happen. Ready? Oda's not letting any of the worst generation die, or the Warlords.
Hawkins is dead.
Hawkins ain't dead. No. When Hawkins comes back, when Hawkins comes back, y'all gonna be like, "Damn, Menace was right. That nigga didn't actually die."
If Oda listen, Oda can pull a lot of gags, but if you pull Hawkins out of your ass, One Piece takes his dive.
Yeah.
How you always trying to get me to hate on One Piece? You might win there. I don't hate on One Piece.
Yeah. Nah, because I'm gonna tell you some shit. Ready? He's gonna during the final war, all 11 worst generation members are gonna be involved. Every faction is going to be involved in the final war, including that bitch ass nigga Hawkins.
I mean, you can have somebody else.
Which means that Killer can't die.
Talking about, R.P. Hawkins. So besides that, Hawkins died on the panel, bro. I'm not seeing nothing. People thought Hawkins was both dead. I told them no. Hawkins dies on panel. Drake watches him die. And then we get Drake put in the hospital at G5.
Yeah, no, he didn't die.
I don't need that.
You're going to have to.
No, because you know why?
I guess.
Because Hawkins said he had like a 0.01% chance of living. That's Oda saying, yeah, the nigga lived, but he shouldn't have lived. He's going to come back, and everyone's going to hate it, but he's just going to be there.
That is an asshole Oda. That is an asshole Oda from. Fact. I
don't need that.
I just definitely think.
I don't need that.
Oda's not going to let any worst generation member die. Because they're there in front of the story for a reason, right? They're all going to be competent people, whether we like it or not, and the final series.
That's not true. He drew the worst gen just so he could stretch out.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know that. But now that we've seen how he's using them in the stories, like Return to Wano, he's been using them to kind of show, like, yo, these things were ahead of Luffy.
Hawkins can't get any more screenplay, though, bro, because he already showed that he was submissive to someone like Kaido. And then even when Drake was telling you, yo, stop.
Yeah, so this is what right?
He still decides to side with Kaido. And just like Kaido
so let me tell you something crazy, ready? You know how that theory about the worst generation becoming one crew? Notice how both Kid and Law, their crews are eliminated, right? Now all the
Law's crew is still alive.
No, instead of obliterated.
No, they're captives right now. Law's crews are crews.
No, but I was
captives.
saying like the hard pirates are no more. Like they're not a crew anymore. Like they're still alive, but they're not a crew no more. Right? So what is going to happen is Kid Law, Arouge, Apu, Hawkins, I think whoever else, right? anyone that's not Zoro, Luffy, Blackbeard,
To achieve what?
or Bonnie is going to be part of one little group, like their own little faction, going to the final. They're working together. I think this was going to happen.
He just was trying to let you get it all off. That's the question I was going to ask.
And that's what we're going to see
To
Hawkins come
achieve
back.
what?
What do they accomplish?
Whatever they want to do. I haven't thought about
That's
that
a
part.
great
I think they're all going to be involved.
See, look, that's the main part of the question you need to think about.
If you had told me that
Like,
they were
that's
joining the
Coach
same
held his
crew,
tongue. He
like
meant to
on
ask
some
you that.
cross guild shit, like they
Trying to
all
let you get it
joining.
all off.
Okay,
But that's
maybe.
what the question I
But
was
like
gonna
them,
ask
just
upon like
those
this
5 or
book.
6
I
people
was gonna
tag
say,
teaming.
what do they accomplish together? That's what I was gonna say.
Uh-huh.
He said it differently, but
I don't
They're
know.
same point.
going to
And
try and
I
be
agree with what
the
you're
fucking
saying with
Pirate
the
King. I don't
Hawkins
know.
coming,
If you had told me
having a
that they were
purpose,
joining
like
the same
the last
crew,
war
like
or whatever.
on some cross guild shit, like they're all
I think
joining,
I
I'd
need
be
more
like,
though. I don't
okay,
think Oda would
maybe.
pull
But like them,
out
just
just for
those
that
5 or 6 people
because I'm
tag
not gonna lie,
teaming.
Hawkins
Join together for
diminished his
joining
own
other
character
state.
with what he didn't want to, and he
I
kind of
don't,
left
I
a really
don't,
bad
and
taste in
I
everybody's
agree with
mouth.
what you're saying with the Hawkins
It's
coming, having a purpose
I
for
wouldn't
like
look at him
the
as
last
stronger.
war or whatever.
He has no goal.
I think
Heart,
I need
that'd be
more. I don't
lame.
think Oda would pull him out just for that, because I'm not gonna lie, Hawkins diminished his own character with what he didn't want to, and he kind of left a
Yeah,
really bad taste in
yeah, that's what I'm
everybody's
saying. What
mouth.
type of redemption can he
It's,
have coming back? Like, what can he do to redeem his character?
I wouldn't
I
look at
really
him
don't
as
know. To be
stronger.
honest with you,
Make him
He has
have a
no
heart.
goal. Heart,
that's not.
that'd be lame.
It won't be it. That's not
No,
gonna
right?
be it. He needs to do something
Ready?
that shows more.
Nah,
That
he,
shows
yeah,
more
I don't know.
character.
sees, right? He's going to pull up,
I
grab
don't.
the cards, throw them away. He's gonna be like, I don't need this shit anymore. No, because his whole thing was relying on fate, right?
Okay.
He was like, fate,
Yeah, I don't
let's
know.
do this, fate.
I
He's
don't.
gonna stop relying on fate and just go off his own will.
He can't throw away the deck of cards. Isn't that how his devil fruit, like, kind of,
Yeah,
his devil fruit
yeah,
helps,
the
like,
devil
use the
fruit works off of
manipulation of the
that.
cards?
It's the
Devil
straw
fruit,
fruit.
yeah.
It's a
Wait,
straw
wait.
fruit, but he manipulates the cards. Like, he's drawing the card, and the card
No, that's not
activates
his fruit though.
activates
That's just something he can do. We don't know how he does
Yeah,
it. It's not his fruit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't
That's
know.
fair.
Um,
That's
I see Big Mom coming back
I
before I
just like the way
see
Oda's
Hawkins
writing the
coming back.
story. To me, it just kind of felt like it's a slap in the face where it's like all 11 more generation members, all the admins,
So
all
where
the
is
warlords,
Hawkins right now? Is he
all the
still in
Yonko,
Wano, or you think he's
all these
somewhere else?
other factions are all going to be involved at the same time during that war, and everyone's going to be there.
I see Big Mom coming back before I see Hawkins coming back.
They come back at the same time.
You got theories.
So where is Hawkins right now? Is he still in Wano, or do you think he's
Yeah,
somewhere?
he's in Wano.
You don't pop up in that color store, you're
Hawkins
definitely.
isn't in that cover.
Nigga, is Big Mom
Even
in that
if
cover
he's in
story?
Wano, he's Udon. He could be in Udon if he's in Wano.
Yeah, he
I mean,
probably
listen,
is.
she's fighting Yamato's trying to hold them. You feel me? So if Hold'em's around and Hawkins is around, I definitely think we would get more in the cover story. The cover should tell us everything we need to know about people that can watch. So if Hawkins isn't in that cover story, he's good.
Yeah, I think the Yamato cover story is basically her way of coming to the crew. Because if you look at Luffy and there's conversation, not only did he say, I want you on the crew, but then he gave them an order to do. Go travel.
For sure.
Go help people.
All right, glad to have you, bro.
That's what we know already for the final war. It's like how Kaido sends Jack out to go get Dopey. He's starting to send people out.
But Coach, I stayed on for 5 minutes. Now I'm back on. Yeah, I got you.
Love you, Zara.
Glad
Shout out
to
All right,
have
bro.
you, bro.
Thanks for having me up. Remember that.
I don't like either.
Oh, and Chopper beats Brook, by the way. Chopper over Brook.
I don't have Chopper over Brook, but I'm with it. I'm down to get
No,
Chopper there.
no,
Like, let's
no,
get
no,
Chopper
you
there.
do.
I'm trying to
Get
hold
Chopper
off and
there.
this. I'm not
You know, all
listening
this,
to this
but
nonsense.
I can. Y'all saw Queen, right?
I'm not.
I was Big Chopper.
He didn't do anything to Queen. Queen laughed at the
He
whole
made
time.
Queen bleed before Sanji could do any damage.
Queen even said, yo, you did all this, but you're more tired than I am. Queen said that.
Dude, I was out with the rebuttal. Goddamn. That was a good
Oh,
point.
that's fair. That's fair.
That was a good point.
My
That was a
piece,
good point.
the piece still stands. He made Queen believe before Sanji could do any real damage.
Like, the worst thing about Insecure Brookie is that Caesar the person he hates on
Had to help
the most
him develop this.
had to help him develop to be a pirate. This is my problem with Insecure, bro.
Okay, he's
You
learning.
are
He's a kid.
No, it's crazy.
Nah,
I have
bro.
problems with Insecure,
Nah.
but I just don't have problems with the way I have with Brooke. So that's why I don't need
It's
Brooke,
Insecure.
his
No,
old
he's
ass
six.
gonna
He's
get
16.
Brooke,
He's not a kid anymore.
old ass gonna
He's been
get
on this crew for 2 years. Either
Okay,
grow up.
Zaza, let me
All
ask you
respect.
this.
All respect.
Let me ask you this, Zaza, right? How old do you have? What is the youngest age you could be a doctor?
Doctors on Prodigy for being real high school contracts.
Bro, my daughter, I'm a doctor and read my heartbeat every day. So you know,
No, I'm talking about real doctor, like license.
you know it's true.
I know
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about Carlos and Zaza. And to get
I'm talking about
licensed,
all. I'm talking about all.
yeah, to be licensed, because the youngest you can be is 23. So Chopper's a prodigy for being already a licensed doctor at 16
I
years
mean,
old.
shit,
Oh
Kobe.
my
I
God.
mean,
No
I'm
one
just saying,
cares.
Brooke is just ass though.
Why
Who is that?
Why are you
Bro,
talking this is the Brooke thing? We weren't even talking
Brooke is so ass.
He was
Brooke is so
Yeah, I
ass.
ain't even know, right?
I'm scared.
I
You
didn't
stop
say
higher.
that.
not you, man. My fingers hurting. My fingers hurting.
Brooke is so
Man,
ass.
we can add Matt back
Let me
right
stop.
now.
Look,
And
Menace, let's calm down.
yeah,
Let's control
we
it. I
two
know
going
Kobe is
through
fucking
both y'all
so
niggas.
just stop
Yeah,
talking.
it's like
Yeah, I ain't
See,
even
Menace,
know, right?
Menace feels like me about the Brooke shit. So I know if I really want to get a call,
No, I'm like,
fuck Brooke shit.
Really more so than that comment he just made, because he was balling for
We
that.
can-
That had to be trolled.
we
can add Matt back
Brooke
on the
is so
shit
ass
right
makes
now.
Usopp look cold or
And
something
don't,
like
yeah,
that.
2v2 going, because both y'all niggas are tripping.
Nah, I don't want to debate it. Y'all already know
Like
how I
this,
feel about it, and I'm not.
yeah, there's no point in
y'all
it.
points. I'm not down to listen to none of y'all points. You're not gonna change my mind. So it's not a debate. It's just us arguing.
bro,
Really more so than that comment he just made, because he was wilding for that. That
What
had
do you
to
say?
I don't know. He's frozen.
Brooke is so ass, it makes Usopp look cold or something like that. Like, what the fuck Usopp
I'm
does?
gone. Yeah. I'll be in the comments. I'm gone.
Appreciate you, bro.
yeah, I gotta leave.
I ain't gonna lie,
I
man.
gotta.
It's all good. It's all good.
I gotta leave soon too, man. I gotta go get some food and sleep.
Yeah.
Wait, did Zah leave already?
Oh no, he's frozen.
I was gonna ask if he wanted to stay and let Menace go and then we get mad up here. But if y'all both gotta go, y'all both gotta go. You know?
Crazy.
Yeah, all right,
You gotta go. You gotta go.
I'll go back to tomorrow's stream.
All right, bet.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna see y'all later.
Yes, sir.
Bet.
Glad to have you, man. It's very healthy.
Of course. I'll see you in the Discord later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yes, sir, my guy.
If staff does what?
Crazy.
Hmm.
These guys pull the sword out and Zoro see that shit. That's all I need. I get that theory confirmed. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not hearing nobody no more. I don't. Like, I'm gonna make videos just in video now at that point.
If you said if staff does what?
Many,
I need Stabs to put them laid out. I need Zoro to see that shit and treat it as an on-site thing. Like he saw as hard as on-site. I need the vibes, bro. I need this. I need the Stabs versus Zoro vibes. You don't know how bad.
What happened? What happened?
No, you good. I was telling you to stay on because Menace, he said he's about to go to see Matt, so he wanted to stay on and we add that Matt. That works out.
do y'all both think that these hooded
Menace is sliding.
people are swordsmen?
Menace to society, bro, with his
I fuck with Menace.
Damn, the girl too? What the
Nah,
niggas?
I like him too.
No, I'm agreeing with you. He definitely has some other sort of crazy. I hopped off whole Discord.
Do y'all both think that these hooded people are swordsmen?
No, just one.
I think that whole
Damn, the girl too? What did
One
she do?
is legit. One is legit a hoe.
they all hoes, bro.
Okay.
Nah, no. All joking aside, though, that
Who's Jenny?
I've seen
That sounds
speculate
familiar.
about the girl. I've seen them speculate.
What's his mother?
Jenny.
Yeah,
Someone related to Nami, but they're not sure. Maybe her real sister or a mother. I've seen that being speculated. And then on top of that, there's one more person I saw being speculated. I cannot remember who. I think people was talking about Lilith. She looked just like Lilith,
That's
or Sanji's mother. Lilith looks like Sanji's mother as well. So one or two of those. So those are the 5 people I think he's Sanji's mom, Lilith, Jimmy, Kuina, and no, I think there's. I think they're all silly. The only one that actually makes sense. Well, 2 make sense. It could be someone related to Nami. We just don't really know yet because I speculate Nami's related to someone that has nobility. Not only just from a regular kingdom. I think her lineage is stretched to plus dragon shit. Brad, that me and Rhea checked out that one night. If not her, it could be Ginny, and the only reason I say that is because Ginny has sapphire scale shit all on her body, and this woman has bandages all over her
Bonnie's
body.
mom, right?
And I don't want it to be Ginny, so I hope it's not, because I would need to know what is the significant meaning for going to grab Ginny when we discarded her and thought she was useless. So if you think she's useless and you left her and you off-branded her, why did you something succeed later on with the sapphire scale? So like, I don't need that. Yeah. Like, whatever you were experimenting with, to be fair, the experiment came out successfully. They got Bonnie now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then this is why I was saying if this is if Bonnie, I was saying earlier, Bonnie could possibly be Stab's daughter. If it was to be Stab's daughter, the way it would play the plot to be, the only way that it would play the plot for me to be cool, have me be cool about it, would be if the Holy Knights fail at whatever they're failing at. Whatever they're doing, they're trying to do now, they fail, and they get back to the Holy Knight. Maybe Garland is like, maybe Garland's talking to his son, and he's like, so did you fail? Straw Hats were strong. Because that's your daughter. Soft spot, you know what I'm saying? And then I expect him to Garland to be like, I expect Stabs to be like, I don't even consider her my daughter. She's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't, like, basically telling Garland, don't play me like that. Yeah, don't play me like that. Like, I'm just as evil as you. Give yourself some credit. Not me. Give yourself some credit. You know what I'm saying? You already said worse than scum. They protect.
I like the daughter card because it adds to the lore.
Like, gave us the Kakashi bar, the Obito Kakashi bar, and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't they both be deadbeats?
Significant meaning to that, if that is the case. If that is, you know, I think the Shanks being the Shanks being Bonnie's father.
I like the daughter card because it adds to the lore of Stabs and like the evil aspect. Because it adds to the lore.
Yes, it makes him a deadbeat. He would be the clear deadbeat. Thank you.
Would it be fair to say that?
Wouldn't they both be deadbeats?
No, Shanks what Shanks did for Uta is basically what Dragon does for Luffy.
Okay, fair. I get
it. In a different retrospect, but in the same way.
Because it adds to the lore of Stabs, like the evil aspect.
Let me add one more big parallel. One more big parallel. Would it be fair to say that Loki was gifted his devil fruit by? Because I definitely think the Holy Knights have something. Being why they were able to pull back from the royal cloud, I think they have something to do with why the king isn't the king anymore and why he's dead. Maybe they pinned Loki against him. Maybe they're the ones who really killed him, and then Loki took the blame for it because Loki now has the devil fruit, so they thought Loki did it. Like, who's to know? And it would be ironic in a sense where maybe they were trying to get a hold of the warrior god, and Loki ended up with it, and they didn't plan for it. And that would parallel Shanks even more, because Shanks took the original Sun God and it ended up in someone's hands, in Luffy's hands on accident. They came for Sun God fruit, and apparently, because Loki called himself the Sun God, so maybe it parallels in that sense, where he was the god of Elbaf, and maybe not even the warrior god of Elbaf, maybe the sun god itself. And if he thinks he's the sun god, then it would parallel Shanks even more, because they came to get this fruit and give it to someone else, or to get it for something else.
I wanted to know,
but Loki gets the fruit.
And this is a
they didn't expect to get it.
hard field question,
so like,
but you gotta ask. Do you think
this
there's
would be
any
why that
possibility
parallels Luffy
that Luffy would know Shanks as a brother?
You get what I'm saying? So maybe
I thought the same thing for the daughter aspect, and Luffy was like, "Oh yeah, that's Uta." I wanted to know, and this is a far field question, but I feel like you gotta ask. Do you think there's any possibility that Luffy would know Shanks as a brother?
No,
not at all.
he's an idiot.
I thought the same thing for the daughter aspect, and it was like, oh yeah, that's Uta. I know her. And that was a real casual thing.
That would be different. Now, Trip did talk. I talked to Trip on Discord last night. Trip did tell me there's a fine line where there's like a time. This goes off what I was talking about. We already reading before I had hopped off. Before I had that on Discord last night, and Reed was basically saying, he thinks he hasn't read the chapter yet, so he thinks that this man, right, he's gonna. I know him. He's gonna read this and think this is Shanks. Now, when he reads this and thinks this is Shanks, I don't agree because, like I said, this guy doesn't have the scar. There's 2 panels already in existence of this where Shanks has been shown and he has the scar. And the only other panel that exists of Shanks in that scar, non-existent, is when he met up with Borsay, and we're now realizing full-fledged that wasn't Shanks.
How I kind of look at it,
right?
Yeah,
So the way I view this is not that we, like I said, Oda's not gonna make the same mistake twice. Not like that. It was a mistake that he didn't draw first and drew that, and he still didn't draw out. That's what I'm like. He's not a mistake. He's not Shanks. Now, if it's existing how you say, how I kind of look at it is like maybe Shanks met the Garland and he was his mentor. You know what I'm saying? After he left the and Roger he did his own thing. He eventually met the Figarlands at one point in time. Now, Wayne said, I'm trying to keep up with the names. Wayne said on like a month ago, not 2 months ago, he was yo, Garland, he dog for real at the same time. It seems like the Garland, he said he might have his own plan in his own for the Garland. He might have a plan for the Garland. He sees his family above his head, so he might go against evil. He might be going his own way. He's doing the agenda, but he can take over all shit. So that is the case. I'm just went back and talked to his son and got his mind on track, so that when time comes, whether you're favorite or Celestial Dragon, it won't matter because it all matters to be for Garland. So if you're not for Garland, fuck you. You know what I mean? But if you're for Garland, you're lit. Tie into, like I said, Stabs. You know what I mean? And Stabs doesn't have to be the evil twin. He can be words from his fathers. We call him morally. He might not be that bad. He might actually have
one arm's an evil twin. I agree.
I mean, the pirates are evil. You know, there you go. You know what I mean? So, depending on your dragon, when you touch your dragon child, will tell you Stabs is fucking, he's a you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're not completely wrong there. That's why I told you. Your thought isn't. I don't want to say your thought is wrong. Even though I think you're wrong. I don't want to say your thought is wrong. What I would say is that they confirm because you didn't get a total logic. You didn't see him in the same room as Shanks himself. You get me? So up until they show these two characters in the same room, you can say whatever. Maybe Shanks is using some healing method, or maybe there's some type of shit in the way. It's one.
Zaza, do you see any point in the future
draws a line
where you could be
follow his own ignorance?
a Stab
you shouldn't
fan
really involve your own
over
in a sense, but that's One Piece. It could be anything until we really confirm it. So yeah, I just wanted to say that.
Zaza, do you see any point in the future where you could be a Stabs fan
No.
over a Shanks fan?
No.
Not Stabs over Shanks for you? I thought
Too
you
much
would
hole.
immediately
Too
put Stabs
much hole
over
in the
Shanks.
family.
I thought you would immediately put Stabs
Too
over
much hole in the
Shanks.
family.
Because he is the evil twin, and he is the deadbeat. He would embrace all of that, as you call him. He wouldn't run away from none of that. Stabs would be like, yo, Stabs will dap you up and be like, facts.
And he can kick rocks, and I wouldn't shake his hand, not even if he came up to me.
Got you. Understood.
the same. I keep the same energy for both of them. 365 Garland, Stabs,
I would
whatever
shake
you want
Stabs'
to call
hand.
them.
I would shake Stabs' hand, but only upon the agreement that he got to take that Elder Zoro ring on God.
Your name
That's gotta happen.
is Stabs. I don't trust anything you do. And
Stabs gonna get
To
sliced.
be fair,
one arm's name
to
is
be
Shanks.
fair,
I don't trust
Zaza,
nothing y'all do. All y'all gotta do.
Garland
y'all
hasn't
got
done
knives on
anything
y'all. I'm
wrong in
good,
the show
bro.
yet.
I
We
mean,
good.
technically his name's Stabs.
Listen. We
That's
done
it.
gave him names, and that's what we got to go.
That's
Oda
my
gonna have to
son.
listen
There you
to. Oda gonna have to listen to this, and that's what their name is.
That's
I don't
my
trust. I
son,
don't
bro.
trust.
I'm really Garland.
I don't trust
Nah,
either of them.
I
To
don't
be
feel
fair,
comfortable saying that.
to be fair,
But
Zaza, Garland hasn't done anything wrong in the show yet. You have to admit that.
excuse from
Am I
wait
tripping?
from are you
Who?
yeah, he has done something wrong.
What do you do?
He executed
Okay.
Mosgard.
Yeah. He executed
Yeah.
the
Listen to what
Doflamingo, the Don
right.
Quixote.
Listen to what you're saying. Let me tell you what you're saying. Let me explain to you what you're actually
Yeah.
saying. I don't think you walk down the line of it. Charlos wants to enslave Shirahoshi
Mm-hmm.
and probably kill her off. Saint Charlos.
The one Luffy
Okay.
punched.
He wants to enslave
Yeah.
Shirahoshi, Mermaid Princess,
Right.
and possibly shoot her 2 days later because he's not entertained.
Yeah.
Bored.
And Mosgard provided sanctuary for 2 pirates to help the situation, so she wouldn't be enslaved. And Garland says, Mosgard, I don't like what you did. Let's go to trial. We put Mosgard on trial for what he did, and we say, yo, you're fully out of context. You're wrong. If he wants that bitch as a slave, let him do it. And then I execute you myself. And then the introduction scene to you being the executor is you sitting down, just finishing putting your sword away with this guy with the deep slash embedded to him, with blood leaking all on the floor as he's in the Jesus pose.
And not even that.
And he's trying. And this
is
somebody sanctioning slavery.
Yeah,
I heard
remember
it.
he's leading
I heard it.
the human. They're going out there. He's leading that.
Yeah, he did
killing the human
hunting the
yeah.
rabbits. Yeah, God Valley.
That's him. That's him.
You sound real crazy.
So
I love you to death.
I
I did just call myself Garland 2 seconds ago, and I did say though to act honest. That's what I did say I don't feel right saying that. I take it back. But y'all want to
would not.
I heard it.
Rewind
Okay,
it.
I
heard it, but I didn't say nothing.
Good.
No judgment. No
Now,
judgment.
I need you to rectify yourself right now.
When I
Coach.
say
You can't say that he ain't do
Garland's
nothing
done
wrong.
nothing
And
wrong.
I just lay out all that for you.
Bro,
It was in the
Try to, like,
response.
slap. That's
Zaza
not a
called
slap.
him
That's like
and his
a
family a bunch of hoes and saying that this is in his blood.
Jack falling on your ankles.
To me,
That's crazy.
I don't think
So I would
Garland's
not
done anything on
rectify
the same
myself, but I will
level of
clarify what I mean.
Shanks
For
Okay.
what Zaza said,
Cool.
Okay.
right?
leave Blackbeard
So when I
alone
say
or Shanks
Garland's done nothing
or
wrong so
Stab
far,
going in the room
it was
before
in the
Shanks saying, "Oh,
response to Zaza
I
calling
haven't
him
seen
and his
Garland
family a bunch of
with
hoes and
that
saying that wholeness is in his
or in
blood.
that category yet.
So to
Everything
me,
else he's been doing
I
is
don't
fitting
think
his character.
Garland's done anything
Or at
on the
least his
same
position.
level of Shanks going to Whitebeard saying, "Hey, leave Blackbeard alone," or Shanks or Staff going
That's a
to
question.
Dorsey saying, "I want
That's
to
a
talk
question
about a
for
pirate."
Zaza.
I haven't seen Garland do anything to that level or in that category yet. Everything else he's been doing is fitting his character, or at least his position.
But wait, why would Seth wanting to go talk to the Dorsey hurt his character if he is a celestial dragon holy knight? I don't think that's wrong.
That's a question for Zaza.
Okay, I'm about to say I don't think it's wrong for him to go and say, "Yo, so I know y'all focus on all these other pirates, but I still want to kill this nigga. Like,
I've been talking to you lately.
Just like me. Like, we need to get rid of him. He don't deserve to exist. He's a pirate. He's doing something." And that's the same area as Garland. I can see Garland winning that same conversation. Stab probably said, "Yo, Garland, I'm gonna go talk to you." Garland's probably telling him, "Hey, I've been talking to Eve lately. Like, she really fucked with me. Like, you should go speak your piece." Yeah, you should go speak your piece.
That's dead canon. That's dead
what I'm saying.
canon.
The Garland.
That's nasty work, Zaza. I ain't gonna lie, that's not cool. What Saturn did, his failures or his own? Garland had nothing to do with that.
Took him out. That's fine.
I was a proxy.
Same thing.
That's head canon.
That's
canon. let me
That's more Zaza.
let me ask you this.
I ain't gonna lie. That's cool.
If not him,
What
It
Saturn
happened.
did, his failures or his own? Garland had
But
nothing to
you sat down way too fast for
I
me
was
to
appointed.
not think.
I was chosen.
Because you know what you did. You like, hey, spot, bro. Like it is what
Let
it
me
is.
let me ask you this, Zaza. Let me ask you this, Zaza. Not him. Who else could have filled those shoes?
He should have had him in the first place, because I always argue that if you're in charge of the defense of the Celestial Holy Knights, the actual warriors that go out and defend them and get shit done, then you should be the Secretary of Defense. You should be the warrior god of science and defense. The problem was that it was the science part.
Yeah.
Garland didn't have an in on science that I knew of. So he did. No, go ahead.
I'm saying, Coach, I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm saying, oh, he did. I'm just saying.
Let me ask you this, Zach.
Look at the whole fact. Because it's like, yo, he got taken out. And the minute he got taken out, oh, empty seat. I'm like, bro.
I was appointed.
I don't.
You knew what was up.
I don't agree with that.
You knew what was up.
But I do.
This is head.
It was a conversation between me and Garland.
He didn't like it from the start.
I'm not trying to say, but I agree with you. I agree you're trying to say it doesn't look like hope. But I'm saying, to me, it looks like, yo, bro, you conspired to
Dirty Mackin.
because you probably didn't like that nigga from the start. He was like, oh,
Where is this coming? This is
listen. I'm saying, you've been at a job. It's like, yo, when you know you do that job better than that motherfucker, you like, hey,
I agree with him.
again.
I agree with him.
Dirty Mackin.
Yeah, I agree with him.
You love it all the time.
At this end, he just said I could say I could agree with him, and for two reasons. One, there is animosity between some of these guys. Not animosity, but there's some type of tension, because the red hair, the Garland family seems to make Jupiter sweat immensely a lot. When red hair had broke through the Navy siege, or the Navy fleet, go meet up with Whitebeard in the first place, and told the war say about that, Jupiter started sweating. And it's a panel that Garland comes and takes the seat from his father, Jupiter sweats again. Very same panel. It's like they copy and paste the panel. Like this nigga sweating when Garland's making moves, this nigga sweating, bro.
And then like, yo, bro. They were like, yo, bro, you really came here like that? So I'm trying to say, it was probably, oh, we knew you wanted the job. We knew you wanted the job. You finally got it. And then it was like, bro, like, he's like, I'm the leader. It's like, all right.
Jupiter and Mars look more surprised, if I'm mistaken, while Mercury and Venus Juro look like we expected something like they didn't really have an expression full on. Tell me that's probably how they got it. Because we now see that the Boris are replaceable. So that means how many of them have replaced before in the past? Because I don't think any of these guys were probably around. I'm starting to think that none of these guys were around for the Void Century. They were not the guys that started off in the Void Century. If they are, it's one or two. But the way they just brought in Garland and whatnot, I definitely think this implies at least that not all the Boris say. I'm not gonna say which ones have a. I'm just saying not all. I think Jupiter removed it. I ain't gonna.
I'm gonna read this comment, and then I got a question for you as well.
I'm just saying the way it looks is
coming from Dark King Trip, right? Look at Zaza. It's hype for slander.
Like he said,
I know you could just happy to theorize. The dog beat that.
Come on, what we talking about? I'm just saying it looked good for Garland.
I'm gonna read this comment and then I have a question for you.
What's up?
Comment from Dark King Trip, right? Look at Zaza, just hype for slander. I know my dog. I know Nita's happy to theorize and coax my dog.
now you really but you
Would
say
you
that you
consider
showed
this
me
a
you
parallel?
me a little. I just like their eyes. Look at that.
Type shit.
Is JJ Redick
Whether it's a real thing or not, I just like
taking the Lakers head job position?
Yeah, character progression.
Is it about saying
Absolutely. I
Coach Dog
disagree.
beat the allegations?
Oh God.
Go self
He
protecting, fam.
did.
My question to you, Zach.
I
Would you
say
consider
yes.
this a
I
parallel?
would say he's consistent. He's
Is
being consistent.
JJ Redick
But
a hoe for taking the Lakers head job position? After having
think-
Absolutely.
I disagree.
I would.
With that question, you
The only reason I think
is one
there's
piece
a
argument even when it carries
is
over to real life
because
content.
JJ
I would say
was
yes.
gonna
I
get
would say consistent.
from multiple
As long as
teams before the Lakers even
Consistent,
offer him.
but
it's okay. He's wrong. As long as he's consistent.
I
That's
think-
that's how.
When did JJ Redick
I
lose
would-
respect Darvin Ham?
I wouldn't. The only reason
Yo,
I think
Doc Rivers was a hoe.
and that is because
That's
JJ
different.
Redick was going to get a job from a multiple of other teams before the Lakers even offered him.
True, but you were disrespecting him to another fucking level.
When did
the same
JJ
thing
Redick
Doc Rivers did? It's the same thing Doc Rivers did. Doc Rivers was talking about like,
No,
Doc
Doc
shit,
Rivers
like,
was a hoe.
That's
just-
disingenuous. That's
There's
disingenuous.
always different levels. You're still a hoe, but there's different levels to it. JJ Redick was sitting there like, oh, you know, LeBron and all doing all this and stuff. You hyping up LeBron, and you know what you doing?
It's
You
a
getting
parallel
LeBron
what
good
he's
side.
saying.
LeBron's like, hey, when we getting rid of coach, who they talking to? They don't to Anthony Davis. They're not talking to Austin Reeves. They talking to LeBron.
That's
Hold on. I'm about to get into a whole ones I don't want y'all to get in because this is one piece and we getting caught up in the sports. But what I would on the flip,
This is true.
it sounds like y'all have a lot to say, and I'm pretty sure there's very Zaza already tapped in. Zaza, you should legit run a live when they get Coach up there and y'all running on some sports shit. Coach literally check out his TikTok. He tries to get into a lot of other facets besides anime. He tries to do a lot of other shit. So y'all should.
Okay, look. No, that's good. We can move back to one. I see the parallels of what y'all saying.
I know y'all. Instead of watching nigga on TV, I know.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And y'all got charisma. I didn't
I
take
give a little bit of head cannon.
Why not, right?
I feel it.
I got a new camera too. So
Okay,
I
look.
got a new camera.
I'm not mad at
back to One Piece, but
my
I
stance is, we don't know anything. My
my
stance is, hypothetically, let's say
I think it's a little bit of head
get along. I'm not even
I mean,
saying
Giles, you telling me there's no dirty bit going on behind, bro? We see it in life all
So
the time.
I'm mad at that.
Yeah. We seen Saturn.
My stance is hypothetically. Let's
So
say
whether
that
Garden
there isn't.
exists or not, he's losing that
Dorsey
position.
members get along. I'm not even saying
Whether
that.
Garland
Let's
is
just
talking
say
to
that
evil or not,
along with each
someone
other.
else is next in line to get it.
It's not going to though.
I'm
Two
gonna-
people fucking up right now.
Fair.
Go ahead.
And
We saw Saturn take
this category. It's almost
L's at Egghead. But whether Garland exists or not, he's losing that position. So whether Garland is talking evil or not, someone else is next in line to get it. I'm going to pick the best candidate. Looks like Garland. And he already the defense person of this category. It's almost a perfect fit.
No, it is perfect. You helped it be a perfect fit. Now he has somebody to just, you are the science person. Like when we watch movies, when we watch Stranger Things, or any of the movies where military or science experiment, shit, Captain America, the very first movie, it's the military dude, and he always goes and keeps things in check. Like, I don't need more time. I need tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always the main villain, and he has some head science laboratory ass nigga. That's York. So when I see York coming in, I'm like, get Saturn out of here. We don't want a scientist in the first place being in my position because you jeopardize shit. Saturn, I mean, already runs a whole faction of niggas dedicated to the defense of the motherfucking celestial dragon. So he should have that position. Then help add in that his head was a star. It was a moon, and then from from one side it's a moon, from the other side, if you look at it straight on from the head, it's a star. So it's like elder star. Damn. You don't have a moon god, but we need a figure for the moon. That makes sense. That's why I was like, why would, and I started thinking about the theory, because the stabs thing makes it a whole lot bigger. Because this means it's a more likely chance that Garland's yokai form may be fake. Because Fenrir is the whole point of, okay, I'm not 100% on it. Probably ain't trying to get up yet, you know what I mean? But the Fenrir basically the motherfucking, there's another version, there's another one of him, if I'm not mistaken. And there's one that faces sun and one that faces the moon.
Yeah. That's what they say. The Blunt brothers are gonna do and shit like that.
That's one of the popular theories that's out. And I told myself, it only makes sense if he really has a fucking brother. He has a fucking, well, I ain't gonna say a brother. If there's another hint. Here's another hint. There's a light where Trip has explained it could be a clone of Garland, probably, just without the hair gel. So he got the whole moon shit growing. He letting his hair swing, you feel what I'm saying? So it don't
exact same mustache, like legit the exact same shit. But he could easily just be born that way too. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you have one child like that, you could definitely have another, especially if you're having it with the same person. Or if your genes is just genetically, well, no, you would have to have it with the same person, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah. I mean, you get what I'm saying, though. So from my point to Tripp's point, I think there's a light where they both exist. And if that happens, then the whole Fenrir thing is a whole, like, no matter how it plays, whether it's Garland that's Fenrir with his yokai form, or maybe these holy knights have devil fruit forms, similar to the Gorosei shit. If that's the case, then it's like, this is just, to me, it just creates, it just brings that theory to light even more now. So, you know, I just want to say that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, I think there was a lot of dirty work working behind the scenes, because if you look at it, even at Egghead, a lot of the Gorosei were in there, and they all got punked out too, but they lost Luffy too. I'm just saying, Saturn was the one where it's like, Garland, what I'm saying is like, hey, who's the one you're most disappointed in? We get rid of that motherfucker. That's the one we can do. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, yo, it made sense for him to be there. He knew, because remember, Saturn wasn't even there when he got killed. He was out somewhere else. So Emu was like, yo, you need to be here. Garland, you be right behind the doors. As soon as that motherfucker's dead, you step in. I'm just saying.
Orchestrated.
It's all this shit's orchestrated. Emu is a man who kills people off of a whim. He kills a whole island off of a whim.
Yeah.
There's no way in the world you telling me a lot of this shit ain't orchestrated. That's all I'm just trying to say. That's all when I look at it. I'm just like, I'm trying to say.
See, Emu is it until proven otherwise.
Listen. I
gotta make sure I slide that in there.
Whatever it is, it's weird.
I think Emu is a legion type of entity, where it's multiple entities. Okay. In one person. It could be a man and a woman, or maybe like every leader that ever bestowed the Nerona dynasty, whatever the fuck. I don't care. I just think it's more than one. Even the way have you ever seen the first Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
I know you're talking about. When Emu started talking, it got that same void type of way. He was like, we are one, we are each, and I was like, oh, this thing, nah. And I know you're talking about. As soon as I seen, I heard Emu's voice. I said, yo, this reminded me of something. Yeah. I look at that scene. I said, yo, I'm sticking to this. I'm sticking to this till proven different. Because we also got that theory with the whole shadows and shit. Where how, Luffy and he was like, yo, the soul. He was like, yo, the soul. He was like, yo, I'm angry. The shadows are angry. Like he was embodying that shit, and I was like, yo. And to me, the shadow shit is a dark related ability. So I'm like, all right, Emu got some spooky shit going on. Like it looked like Emu got some Blackbeard Moria type shit going on. Yeah. Like real true darkness type shit. Like the ultimate fruit that literally probably could do both shits. Who knows out this thing. But yeah, you get me.
Yeah. Emu's really a weird motherfucker. Emu is a weird piece of shit, man. Like
I think about it at the end of the day. That is a weird creature.
It's interesting.
He said Moo. Listen to how he talked. He said Moo is mad. He said Moo doesn't like that. But I'll say this. Emo is Emo is way better written than shit like Kaguya. Emo is well better written than Kaguya. That's just crazy.
Well, Emo's been foreshadowed far more in depth than Kaguya.
Yeah, that you said it perfectly. Very, very, very well spoken, Coach. You picked the words wise.
Yeah.
Normally people will say, like, they'll make it seem like Kaguya wasn't foreshadowed, like, at all. I mean, you can borderline say that, but a lot of people try to argue, oh, she was foreshadowed. So I was like, I like how you said it. She was foreshadowed a lot more in depthly. So even for the people that's coping,
for sure,
you kind of like, you know what I mean? You say
for sure.
I mean,
definitely, little sprinkles here and there.
Yeah. Anything you wanted to get off about the chapter, or in fact, I wanted to ask you something. What do you think about the released information that there is going to be a new One Piece movie to drop 2026? What would you like it to be about? I said I'd want to see the Edo War. Remember when Goldie Roger fights all the Shiki pirate ships, and it's like he's in the wave and all that stuff. Because we can always do the Rock War. We can always do God Valley and type of stuff like. But I feel like there's so much other stuff we miss on because we're such in the new world and we've been so removed from that type of stuff. But like those are the type of things I want to see. How Goldie Roger escaped it was like 50 ships versus one? Like that's that type of shit I want to see. Like, yo, Goldie Valley, I've gotten enough from it that I'm like, cool, give me a special on it. I don't need to see a movie on it. I want to see how Roger did all this shit. That's what I want to see.
You feel like you've gotten enough? Feel like you're satisfied?
Yep. Interesting. That's the take I haven't heard. So, then again, I've heard that on Discord a few times where some people are satisfied with what they've got out of a God Valley incident thus far because they like how Otis touched on it. They think Otis gonna still do more. I've seen the panel of all the Rocks pirates and all that type of stuff.
That was long.
I'm like, yo, that's I got that. Like, if I'm not trying to say give me a little bit. Yeah, give me a little bit more. Yeah, but give me a special on that. I've got nothing from that Edo War with Goldie versus Roger versus Shiki. I don't know how Shiki lost all that type of stuff because remember, it was the storm, but they did start the battle. I just don't know how in depth they got in with the battle. Like, did Roger get to confront Shiki? Did this happen? Did that happen? Yeah. Were there any top commanders that Rayleigh took out? Did he do the Cthulhu thing where from Pirates of the Caribbean where he sacrificed some stuff to the water and Pirates of the Pirates of the Caribbean did? Like, yo, I just want to know. Like, yo, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I got all that from Rocks Valley. Like, I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in the time skip shit that we forget about the pre-time skip shit. There's still a lot of there that I want to know about. Like, that's chapter 0 shit for real. Yeah, man. Like, I want to see that. Like, me that. What about you, Coach? What do you want to see? We don't ask you a lot of stuff.
No, actually, I want to see that same war you're talking about right now. I'm not. So this is my thing. I hear what y'all are saying about the God Valley incident. I think it's fair.
I said my piece. I mean, I said it earlier, but I told you I want to see a God Valley movie or a Rocky Ford movie. I think one of those would be essential as fuck to everything. If not that, my most abundant option, I would want to see a movie on that. Give me the Ace movie. Give me a movie on. Give me his actual Ace novel shit in a canon movie, so people can shut the fuck up about shit being canon or not. Just give me the canon movie where it's like, yeah, this is Ace. This is his narrative. Show me the scene when Ray E is saying he thinks Ace is a horrible pirate, but he thinks he would make a great revolutionary. Like, show me the Jinbei fight for real. The Jinbei was using like some water style gentle fish shit. Like, looking crazy in the Ace novel. They actually had a full on fight. Like I got to see this in I'm like, yo, this is hot. The Whitebeard fight, the 99th fight, and the 100th fight.
Yeah, I agree.
Like show me both those fights where he used Demon Inferno and had the sky flooded with like 4 or 5 flaming fire dragons just going through the sky looking crazy. Big, like demon fire dragons. Like that's why it's called Demon Inferno. Some went crazy. Even Whitebeard was like, yo, what the fuck is this? Okay. I actually gotta be real as fuck. I actually gotta, you know what I mean, really let my strength out. You know what I'm saying? Which he did, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, because he said he had to block him. Yep, I remember that.
His relationship with Asuka, the rear admiral. Show me that, you know what I'm saying? His cover story, you can easily put that into that movie. We have so much material to work with for that movie. We have the cover story, we got the actual Ace novel, we got the anime adaptation to the Ace novel. You know what I'm saying? Like there's mad shit because Asuka shit is in the Ace novel. It's not in the manga adaptation drawn by Boichi. So there's content that's left out of the manga adaptation because they wanted to flow a certain way. But the actual novel has mad intel, mad shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like him getting the observation, the armament, and show that, so people can stop with the craziness. Because I feel like we're high time to pass of saying Ace didn't have hockey rebounding. Bro, come on, bro. Yeah. This is somebody who defeated a warlord, went back and went head to head with another warlord 5 days straight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the warlord. This is the nigga that got hands for the warlords before Luffy came about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let's just put respect on him, because I feel like, me personally, Ace is a strong character. Ace is a dope character. He died because he made a dumb decision. He let his pride get in the way of it. But he was such an in-depth character because he was protagonist before Luffy even became the protagonist. Yeah. So show us that. I mean, that would do Ace that final justice. That's how I feel. Do Ace that final justice, and we can move on with life.
No, they showed us Ace. Ace was using observation hockey in Alabaster.
I mean, we know, but that's us, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's talking about the
I'm talking casual. Yeah. And then on top of that, watch this. Because you'll say that, and I'm like, well, that's not the manga. That's anime team. So you see, and not everybody's Kez, not everybody's Nika. And I'm the one. I fully believe I developed the term. I call it necessary filler. I've been saying that all the time. When they add scenes that are not in the manga, but to emphasize on the anime. Yes, because it's the anime and they take liberties, and sometimes they might not have the certain Sanji scenes look like how it looked in the manga, where they make Zoro look great, they make Sanji look a little less than what he's actually supposed to be. It's like, okay, damn, well, we can't take the anime serious when they do shit like that, because now it's like, so you get the you know, but at the same time, I feel like that's the same thing when we get certain translations and stuff and getting it up in the manga. It's the same shit. Because you went a year thinking the shit, 2 years thinking the shit was this, saying that bullshit in everybody's server. But then when motherfucking you find out the right shit, the whole time nigga was right. You had told a nigga fuck you like 12 times in an argument. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, bro, just fix shit. Because, you know what I mean? Just fix shit. That way we give everybody the just do they're supposed to. Fix shit. That's how I see about it. Like, even with Dragon, you have to handle Dragon really carefully. Otherwise, a character that you as an artist, you as the mangaka yourself, you love this character. You want to know why he's not rejoiced in certain ways. And not everybody fuck with him. Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
I was just saying I don't fuck with him. I was just saying not everyone fuck with him.
You're a different breed entirely, though. One of one. I ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying?
I don't fuck with him.
You're definitely one of one, not one of some. You feel me? I fuck with that. I fuck with that too. So.
But you was just saying, how we were saying specials and movies you want to see? I want to see Blackbeard's rise to power. Pre-time skip. That's what I want to see. I want to see Blackbeard's rise to power. We got a little bit of it.
You want to see him put hands on Shanks?
Oh, please. I want to see how that shit went. Because I know that smug one-armed bastard was like this. Oh, why are you here? Are you here to learn something from me? And that motherfucker went
Nope. Oda's saving that. I think Oda's saving that for the canon, because when we really get to Blackbeard and have to get in depth, he will get a flashback. He will get a flashback. He smacked the shit out that motherfucker, bro. I do think we're gonna get some Blackbeard shit, and we're gonna get that shit in a mean flashback from Blackbeard's time, right? Oda's saving that. That's one of those things that gotta get like. I just don't want him to save it until the point where one arm dies, and then it's just like a complete like 3-page shit. It's like, nah, let me understand why it got here, and then when one arm does die, I can celebrate even more and be like, yeah, you are a pussy. And let me.
Yo, what's up with my people, man? What's up with my people, man?
What up, Trip? Your audio in and out, Trip.
In and out? Is it still in and out?
No, it's in and out. You solid now.
Yeah, what's happening with y'all boys, man?
What's good, man?
How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. You feel me? My bad. I would flip the camera, but fresh out the shower, you feel me?
I don't need that. You've been in the bathroom a little too much every time you on these streams.
Oh, nigga, relax. Hush, nigga. And you've been on that damn bottle a little too much, nigga.
You leave me alone. I'm a teacher.
You leave me the fuck alone. How about that? You feel me?
Yo, look. What you got any input on what we were talking about? Or do
I dropped
you want to bring up? Or did you
I had dropped some comments and shit.
You dropped a lot of comments. I couldn't see everyone.
I had dropped some comments. First of all, Fenrir isn't the one that chases the sun and moon, but it is his sons.
No, that's what I was saying. I was saying.
Hati and Skull are the ones that chase the sun and moon. But
that's what I just wanted to drop that. Mythology is around that. Like, I wasn't saying that he specifically does it, but I know it's some type of relation to the sun and moon. That's what
I would like more so for Loki to have that himself. But whatever Oda planning on doing with Loki, I'm hyped for, regardless. Whatever he decides to do, because the character is already becoming very, very interesting. So, that's always a plus. As far as Garland, Garland, first order of business, you see how he handling business, sent his son and his daughter-in-law, you know what I'm saying, first order of business, so you see what's going on there. He ain't on no bullshit. I told y'all before, to me, I think I went into depth with, I think,
you told me probably.
I think it was probably you and Reed, but I went into depth because I know it was Reed I was really talking to about it. But it was like, the thing with Emu is like, your last big mission was a total bust. And the last couple of things the world government has been trying to get their hands on has been a total bust. Who's the last person that really handled business on your behalf? And that was Garland. So I feel like that's why he reached out to Garland, like, hey, you're my new Gorosei. And, true to fashion, we see his first order of business. Send my son. We not even finna sugarcoat this. We ain't finna play no games. We ain't dealing with none of these admirals with emotional ties. Like, send my son. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I believe Smoker's presence will be an individual presence in a sense, like he'll be there on his own accord. It's not like he'll be being sent by the Marines or the world government. He'll be there on his own accord type shit.
I'm with you, Smoker.
So yeah. But all in all.
What's Smoker pulling up to Elbath to do?
My boy beat the allegations, you feel me? So
no. Wait, what'd you say, Coach?
I said, what's Smoker pulling up to Elbath to do? What's his goal?
My whole thing with Smoker is, as a Marine, the Marines in general, amongst the Marines in general, other than Kobe, because, hear me out, Kobe can, for all intent and purposes, pull up on Luffy and ask Luffy, did you really kill Vegapunk, and get the honest answer out of Luffy. But Kobe has already had his shine, his motif, his focus, his drive. He on some other shit right now. Smoker, however, is the one that needs to be thrown back into the plot. And amongst the Marines, I feel like Smoker is the one who can, even more so than Kobe, know for a fact he can pull up on Luffy and get the truth out of him simply because of his interactions with Luffy in the past. And I believe this is going to be a scenario where it's like, before Smoker decides on what he's going to do, his next actions, given the information that's been laid out, understanding that the Marines are about to face some type of civil war or divide or whatever, you know, he'll want the answer from Luffy, like, hey man, like, even if if Luffy actually killed Vegapunk, he's not gonna he gonna fight Luffy right there, but it's like, he can't win. It's more so like he pulling up because he know Luffy didn't do it. So he's gonna pull up on Luffy to ask for sure. Like, I know you didn't do it, bro. Like, tell me you didn't. And he knows he can be like, tell me you didn't. And if Luffy did, Luffy gonna be like, I'm sorry, but I did, type shit. So he, like, just under the pretense that he has one of those relationships with Luffy that is more of a Garp and Roger relationship than Kobe is close to right now. So that's why I say Smoker is who I expect to pull up purely on the intention to ask Luffy, like, hey, did you actually do that? And then, he gets to find out Vegapunk isn't actually dead. There's the clone right now, and the information that the world government doesn't know about the aftermath of Egghead, he'll then get to know about, and then, it'll push his plot towards the separation of the Marines, not him separating from the Marines, but the Marines separating from the world government. I feel like he'll be like one of the flagship Marines for that happening. So I think him pulling up, interacting with Luffy, having that convo is essential.
That's why I say Smoker's justice is cloudy justice, because he has to get to the bottom of it. He has to move all the stuff around and figure out, because the government's trying to spin this shit about Luffy and tell him, like, yo, Luffy's this person. He needs to figure this shit out for himself.
That wouldn't be cloudy, but I see where you're going, because all in all, I feel like the Admiral's justice kind of is an opposite to what their demeanor exudes, in a sense. So with that being said, I think Smoker could be like not cloudy but clear. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs to sift that shit. He needs to sift that shit through the fucking smoke to finally see, like, okay, nah, this clearly is what's going on, so this is what clearly needs to happen, type shit.
Yeah, I got you. Damn, that shit actually makes sense a lot. Fuck. Cokes ain't gonna like me in the next two conversations. Clear justice.
Oh God.
He's in a cloud, so he needs to see clearly. That makes sense.
I was just saying,
He finished off. You started the thought and he just finished it. I love it. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's clear justice. That's
I agree. And I just want to say to Trips, I don't think your boy cleared the allegations, but that's what
he did. I'm not arguing that. So this is, first of all, so let me explain what I mean when I say he beat the allegations. The allegations were he was a snitch because he went to Gorosei to holler at them. We don't know it's not him that went to holler at them. And then the thing about it is, people weren't even considering him talking to Whitebeard snitching until the Gorosei shit happened. And then I further get to look at the Whitebeard situation when he went to holler at him about Ace and Blackbeard, and it's like, I don't even consider that snitching, because it's like,
yeah, me neither.
You pull up to the block, right? It ain't like these niggas is your ops, but they're a separate gang. But out of respect, y'all still have cordial, you know what I'm saying, interactions or whatever. And someone in that gang you had an interaction with before he was part of that gang. You feel me? So, like, you know him for real, and, like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker over there with the Crips in it. No one know he used to be GD. Like, y'all niggas don't know that nigga used to be GD, bro. Like, he different for real. Like,
Like, wait a minute, y'all sent y'all YG after that nigga? I ain't gonna hold you. I think that's a bad move for everybody. That's a bad move for everybody. But Whitebeard being the OG of the game, he can't allow another general to step into your operation and tell you how to run your operation in front of your subordinates. So he gotta act the way he act. But I don't think that was in any form like applicable to the allegation of snitching. The only snitching allegation he had was the Gorosei one, and he beat it by not being the one that was there. So my dog beat the allegations. It's nice to see. And you know what I'm saying? I'll be remiss if I don't bring this up until the next chapter happens. That nigga Oda gave me a Valkyrie, dog. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I can't ask him for nothing. He been just giving, he been delivering, bro. You feel me? Bro gave me a whole Valkyrie. Shout out Ripley, man.
Any response,
The thing that signifies that she's like on the Valkyrie shit is the line shit, right? Yeah. I wouldn't even say the line. It's the fact that she declared herself from the last generation of warriors in Elbaf. And me understanding that the Valkyrie is a female warrior from Norse, you know, like that's all I need to put that together. I don't need any other equation past that. But typically, the lines are distinctive of warriors specifically from that time frame. So it's one of those like, without a doubt, you could borderline like, because again, that tattoo is like, I don't know how it goes for Elbaf, but in Viking lore, mythology, and all that shit. No, that's tattoos are stripes of honor, of badges and shit like that. So she could on that note, she could borderline scale to Hydruden or stronger than, because Hydruden don't got no ink. You feel me? But I digress. I skilled her. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna talk too crazy. But I skilled her. I skilled her kind of like on that level. Like I started considering her for my like top 5, because I'm trying to make like top 5 giants type of list. As we get, I know for a fact she got them hoes, but I wanted to bring up. I love it. Oda think I ain't gonna catch on to this type of shit, but I'm gonna catch on to this type of shit. When the other female giant was getting ready to slander Loki, Ripley was like, and that's enough for history today. She did not let the slander continue. Yeah, so I think she worked with Loki. I ain't say work. I ain't gonna say work with Loki. I'm gonna say she fuck with what he on. Yeah, one of the last warrior generations from Elbaf. Like she, like, you know, he holding on to the culture that she hold on to type shit. You feel me? So she wasn't gonna let that slander continue type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I also wanted to notice how they was talking about Loki right in front of Luffy without mentioning Loki. So Luffy don't know that's who the fuck they talking about. Yeah. Luffy don't even know what they were talking. Such an airhead motherfucker, bro. Oda is a fucking lining up. No, Oda is. I don't even know what to call that, bro. That was that play call is insane, bro. Yeah. That's an insane play call, bro. Because we the audience know they're talking about Loki. Yep. But Luffy don't know they're talking about Loki, and Luffy has met Loki. But Luffy don't know Loki like that, so they don't know. Man, Oda, that play call is crazy. Yo, you gotta give Oda credit, because I was reading that. I was reading the chapter. He was like, yo, they talking about Loki in front of Luffy, and Luffy is just there, just like, huh? I don't know. I'm good. I'm like, maybe. Like he can't even hit them niggas with the live face like he hit I do this crew with, because he legit don't know that he got a lot to do with what they talking about, because he on a secret mission for the nigga they talking about, but he don't know that's what they talking about. But that's why I related. I instantly looked at that and I related what's it called? Just reading it and how she was talking and how she still wears the culture. She still definitely wears the culture. It's just highly tuned. She's their senior. You know what I'm saying? She's the only other one I've seen so far with tattoo. And also So I think he's already on some other shit. I think the more it just gets like continue to get, I ain't gonna say shoved in our faces, but laid out for us that Loki is misunderstood and he's not who we've been led to believe he is. Luffy is for sure gonna get that key and set him free. I've been wondering about that. I'm like, does Luffy really? He's for sure gonna get that key and set him free. And even in that moment.
What's good, Bad Girl Gaming? Glad to have you here.
Even in that moment, they gonna have a clash, and it's simply because they both airheads that love battle. Yeah, I agree. But it's gonna look like that's not the case to us. But like, how do I put this? It's almost like Luffy knows that this nigga can fight, and he's a fighter. So at the very least, he's gonna let that nigga stretch. You know, to reiterate, when I say stretch, he's gonna let that nigga get loose. Like, yeah. Oh, I ain't threw a punch in so long of it any change. You feel me? Luffy gonna let him get cracking. Like, it's gonna be one of them things, bro. It's gonna be one of them things, and I can't wait, dog.
I feel it.
But you know, that's gonna be middle of next year type shit.
Nah, for real. I think we got some good insight. I think I'm really excited to see what Reed has to say tomorrow. I know he's gonna bring up this Shanks debacle that Zaza has brought to him a few times. He's gonna spin the block on a conversation we had like a month ago for sure.
My points are valid, and that's all I have to say going into 2025. My points
I missed it though, but I imagine it was just slander, so I ain't gonna ask you to repeat yourself.
There's no slander. It's just enlightenment. Have the enlightened fruit. That's what I have. That's my going into 2025. Have the enlightened fruit.
All right, man.
Some points were valid. I'm sure Reed's gonna spin the block on him. I'm very much looking forward to see what this last chapter Oda's gonna drop for the year of 2024, because he's gonna go out with a fucking bang. As he usually does.
Get one more?
There was no break.
I read something. We get the last chapter before the year ends. Yeah, like a little Christmas present.
Viz said the next chapter is in 12 days. That's what Viz said. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's usually how it goes every year. It will drop on TCB, or we get spoilers early. That means we gonna get that bitch like New Year's Eve type shit. Yeah, we get it on the 2nd. It's supposed to be like the 2nd or the 1st. That's the official release. Is the 2nd or the 1st, right? That's the official release. Yeah, the official release. So we gonna get it before. We gonna get it like the 31st, 30th.
Type shit. Last comment. Last comment. See, Forever XV. If Cross Guild, Croc, Mihawk, Buggy surrounds Fujitora, will Fuji stand his own or get taken out?
Oh boy, that's a neat question. Be honest, Nika. Wait, be honest, Nika. Be honest, Nika. Crocodile, Mihawk, and Buggy. As much as Buggy is, as much as motherfuckers want to consider Buggy a non-factor, he is a complicated obstacle to get around. So he's there with Mihawk and Croc, nigga. But that doesn't matter though, because off rip, if you put two, I already said this on stream twice already. This is the third time I'm going over this. If you put two top tiers, like you put two top tier fighters in the ring and they're fighting against one person, it's shown on the screen every time. That other said person loses. That's what it. They did it with what's it called? Shiki versus Sengoku and Garp. Lose it. Rox versus Garp and Roger. Rox loses. That's just what it is. You put two off rip that's like that in the ring. You know, it's so cold. I'm not. Like, I love your honesty is cold as hell.
You're honestly cold as hell on it because
that's just what it is.
I like the consistency.
Come on, man, I'm not biased like that.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Some motherfuckers will, but it's Shanks. Some motherfuckers will, but it's Dragon. He got the different shit. He got the different shit.
I ain't seen it yet.
I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, nah. See, the thing with Kaido was lucky that it was a 2v5.
Mm-hmm.
So at no point was it actually 2v1. Not a 1-on-1. At no point was it actually a 2v1.
Mm.
It was a 2v5. You got to rotate, bounce around, do like joint attacks, group attacks, attack a group.
Yeah.
That was distracted. Jump into a motherfucker who is trying to attack someone else and distract them. Like, bro, if it was just Luffy and Zoro versus Kaido, I think we would have saw something completely different. If it was just Luffy and Zoro versus Kaido, I'm not gonna lie, we would have saw a different fight, bro. Because mind you, Big Mom does not get to tell Kaido to dodge. You heard me?
Yes, I wanted to ask you a question.
It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack there.
Trip, I got a question for you. How do you feel? Do you feel like Zoro can keep up with Do you feel like he can keep up comfortably with Kaido and Luffy, like the fight they had, Gear 5? Do you think he three sword style King of Hell? You think he can actually get in on the fight and be competent?
Yes.
How competent do you think he can be in a fight like that, where he like all types of crazy shit going on? These guys are moving that. These guys are
in a
crazy
fight like that. This is the thing. So
how do you feel like he keeps up?
Because I understand Zoro's approach.
Exactly what I'm asking you.
I'm gonna go back to Alabasta with what he told Chopper. We all I believe in the other person to do his part. So the fact that I believe in him to do his part, I gotta do my part. So with that being said, he understands that Luffy is going to do his part. So in this type of a battle, Zoro's part is to make sure he's there to land at Ashura. When Kaido gets thrown into like an abyss, and he's trying to recollect himself while Luffy is in the clouds gathering lightning, Kaido needs to be waking up looking at an Ashura Zoro. You know what I'm saying? Or just understanding his position in that fight. So it's not that they don't have a 2v versus Kaido in the sense where Naruto and Sasuke fought Momoshiki. You know what I'm saying? You hit him, I hit him. Or Goku and Vegeta versus Jiren. It's not that type of 2v1. Zoro is still playing assist. He's just playing a major assist. So he's doing a bit more than just assisting slightly. You know what I'm saying? Luffy is throwing him into Zoro's attack. Zoro is not throwing Kaido, but setting up the attack for Luffy to be able to land his right after his type shit. So it's working in that tandem, but Luffy is still getting the brunt of that. I ain't gonna say the brunt, but more so the grunt of that fight. But again, Zoro still has to go Ashura and clash with that combo with Kaido at some point, while Luffy is up there gathering the lightning or whatever the case is going down. So, you know what I'm saying? They could pull it off is all I'm getting at. And it'll look completely different. Kaido might flat out I ain't gonna say flat out lose. At this point, he'll flat out lose. At that point on the rooftop, he may not have flat out lose. He might be able to completely defeat Zoro before Luffy is able to tap into Gear 5 and then 1v1 him. But yeah.
I was talking strictly Gear 5. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. My question is, you said Luffy and Zoro. Is Big Mom still in the picture? Is she be
No, this is a strict 2v1. It's a strict 2v1.
Okay.
Strict 2v1.
Yeah, because we were just related.
That's why I said that plays out very differently because, like, Big Mom not even there to tell him to dodge from the flying dragon blades, so that lands.
Facts.
That hit lands because she's not there to tell him to dodge, so that lands. And whatever y'all think was gonna happen after that lands happens. You feel me? You feel me? Whatever y'all thought was gonna happen after that would have landed happens.
But this is why I asked you the question. I know you're a Zoro guy, so I wanted to hear your perspective on it because it was something brought up in a Discord chat. So definitely wanted to hear your take on it. It was a good Zoro conversation, but it definitely went along the lines of what you said. Yeah, everybody had their own little head into it, but facts. Everybody gave a good example that would make sense for it. But that's what I like to say. But that's the whole point. If you're at a certain level, or if two opponents are already at a certain level, they should be able to handle dealing with one major foe. Like, imagine somebody going against Rayleigh and Roger. Who do we think they couldn't have dealt with? You get what I'm saying?
Come on, no. Don't do that. Don't do all that. Come on, now.
Not top five.
I don't even think
like Rox would have got beat. Like Rox would have got beat. Rox would have still got beat.
Exactly. That's what I said. It's the same scenario. You can't put no two characters when they're to a certain tier already. You get what I'm saying? And Zoro is shown to be exceptional even amongst first commanders. So we do have to consider him like that. That's what I would maybe say as far as Zoro and Luffy versus Kaido. I do think he can handle that as well. I just wanted to hear your take on it. But yeah, any 2v1 situation, I love Fuji to death, but I'm not doing that. Not Sakazuki, you 5 bill, but I'm not doing that.
And I feel like Oda, I'm not gonna blame Oda for this, but it's the fan base. And I'm gonna blame people's comprehension skills. Because of the Green Bull and King and Queen situation. They think that's how they think that's still how that'll go, and this is a high top tier. That these lower top tiers won't be able to contest. Like, nah, bro, these niggas
doesn't proportion right.
Like, I still honestly subscribe to the notion that a Yonko's commanders should be able to subdue their Yonko when he needs subduction.
And you think King and Queen could do that?
To that, and I'll never turn away from that.
You think King and Queen can do that?
Say that again?
You think King and Queen could subdue Kaido?
Leave Queen out of it. He said
I think King, Queen, and Jack.
That's what he's saying. The 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, saying 3. Okay, cool. If you think all 3 of them.
Okay.
I was wondering, I was like, what you trying to say here?
I have to ask.
I wasn't all the way with you at first.
Okay.
Because you did say commanders multiple, so I thought I didn't know you meant them in context of like. I thought you would just say all 3, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
If they all 3 put their heads together, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, I said verbatim. I said I subscribe to the notion and belief that the commanders of a Yonko should be able to subdue their Yonko.
Yeah.
So that is the 3 commanders.
You are out of context, I guess.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I ain't mad at it.
With that being said, let me also just throw out there that if any first commander goes into Impel Down and he gets out his handcuffs, Magellan is not putting him back in no fucking handcuffs.
Yo, you know what?
I don't know about that one.
Magellan is
Dwell on it. Just dwell on it.
Yeah, Magellan kinda him. I ain't gonna lie.
I understand. Listen, me, you, and you watched the same story, read the same manga. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, understand the words I'm using. There is no first commander that will go in Impel Down in handcuffs. And he comes out those cuffs and Magellan puts him back in cuffs. No first commander.
I agree with what you're trying to say.
Dwell on it.
I agree with what you're trying. I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying off of what I've seen off of Magellan. I am too, sir. Magellan, he's not doing it to Sabo. He's not doing it to Marco. He's not doing it to They're overpowered. What's it called? Yeah. He's not what's his name? He's not doing it to King or Queen. And he's not. No, this is not. It's just he said first commander. First commander. So he's not doing it. He's not sure. He's definitely not going back in the box. No. Not happening. You know what I'm saying? He's ready. Maybe Bevo. No, but Beppo is not a Yonko commander. Listen, we don't talk about that crew. That crew stinks. Yeah, I ain't say all right hands. You feel me? That crew stinks. I mean, don't get me wrong. Beppo get electro right. I didn't say all right hands. He might be cracking. He might be cracking the junk, but you gotta get it right first. Yo, remember when we had that argument on the live with like at least the fan base, and I think all of us here understand that when Beppo is talked about or considered in this first commander class, we are considering him in a constant Sulong mode. The moment that falls out, like, bro, you're third commander level at best. The moment you out of Sulong, you're third commander at best, gang. Crew is just lame. You might be Toby Ropo for real the moment you out your Sulong, but with the Sulong, you got it. We go ahead and, you get some law tax. You get our pirate tax. So, boom, go ahead. Fuck it. Yeah, I think with Sulong, he right in between. There has to be a first commander mascot at some point. There has to be a mascot for the first commander. So, yeah, you're in the cover spread. Zoro is literally not sitting on you, but he's leaning against you because you're laying down. Like, you're the mascot. You're the pet of the first commander. So, fair enough. But that's with Sulong involved, nigga. Don't get that twisted. Crew stinks. To reiterate, that's what you making sure you get that pack from that, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too further because of people in the chat. People in the chat thing, I can't see anything.
They haven't.
Oh, you nigga. I ain't gonna see.
I haven't said anything since.
I'm not Nika. I'm talking about Zah, you feel me? So with that, so let me go ahead and say what I was gonna say. So with that being said, that nigga, this motherfucker Beppo is only first commander level for real, as long as he makes sure he's paying the Piper and Tony Chopper for the fucking drugs. You know? Would it be fair? He gotta go re-up. He gotta go re-up, gang. If he don't re-up, he's not even on the block. Look. I think realistically, how I scale it, I think because Law overcompensates as a captain for his crew, I think Beppo actually, as a first commander, he actually, what you said, he's Toby Robo level, and then when he gets too long going, he's like in between a Jack and a Queen. Like, that's what I really think. Like he's not actually. He don't actually get first commander. That's crazy. He has to actually prove that. To me, at least on my scaling, you got to prove that shit to me. Yeah. I can't just, no. Listen. So when I said that, because we all understand what we mean when we say first commander, we're really talking about the right hand, the person next to the captain of the crew, which is why people like Killer and Beppo made it into that cover spread. But the Magellan notion went for Yonko commanders specific. Anyone who has held the title of Yonko, their first commander cannot go and impel down with handcuffs on, escape those handcuffs, and Magellan put them back in that bitch. I don't see that happening with none of those first commanders. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think any of us will say any of the warlords will get put back in handcuffs.
Who is Blackbeard's first commander?
Shiryu.
Oh, okay.
Shiryu or Aokiji, take your pick. Either one. Not going back in cuffs. Then none of them are going back. He's right. Yeah, they're not.
Fair enough. I'm not mad at it.
Sabo's not going back in no cuffs. Forget that. We're talking about Yonkos. We're not talking about the whatever they are. But speak on him though. It's okay. Speak on Amnesia boy. He been acting out lately. You feel me? He been getting his memory back lately. So speak on that. Speak on him. He been getting his memory back lately. So speak on him. Marco not worried about no voice. He has that. What's it called? Ben Beckman is definitely not going to know. Nah.
I see that nigga light another fucking cigarette in my fucking
I'm gonna be
face on
honest
my
with you, if
camera.
there is one that was likely to go back in handcuffs, it would probably be Ben Beckman because he is just a fucking human. But he's supposed to be a hockey master, so I was like,
It would. The only ones you would want to argue go back in cuffs would be Zorro and Beckman. And it's only because Zorro is new to this class. And technically, if you want to be real about it, Zorro's bar in this class, the bar he needs to reach is Beckman. Because he's the only human in this class. No devil fruit, all hockey. Same like you with a weapon. Hockey and a weapon. Beckman is his bar in that class. Also, I'd love to throw that out there for people to consider. In this Yonko right-hand class right now, Zorro's bar, before even Mihawk and Shanks, is Beckman. Let me rephrase that. Before Shanks and Mihawk. Because he has to get to Shanks before Mihawk. I know some people don't like how that goes, but I ain't write this fucking story. Oda did. Take that up with him. He gotta surpass Shanks first to be even able to defeat him. Surpass that guy, not be as strong as him, not get to his level, get past it, then you'll beat me. That boy's weak. Then you'll beat me. Get past that, then you'll beat me. Because if you only get to that and come to me, you won't beat me. You have to get past that. So hey man. Meanwhile, Darcy Ray over there just pulling up his liquor like y'all niggas need to fight already. You feel me?
Lazy eyes and one off and both kick rocks. So I don't care about their level.
But listen, I understand how I understand your feelings are, but just being objective and factual about it. That's all I'm getting at.
I am being objective.
Because it's not even because again, this wasn't even about Shanks or Mihawk. This was just about understanding the fact that Zoro's bar amongst First Commander Yonkos is Beckman.
I agree.
Only then, when he meets that bar, will he even be able to be like, okay, where's Shanks? Where's Mihawk? But so I say all that to say, as strong as Zoro has become, and as he is, and as he's still beginning to scale towards, imagine where Beckman sits amongst that.
I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah. That's it. So to Nika's point, Beckman probably the last nigga going in cuffs. I ain't gonna hold you. He probably, bro, probably strolling out there with a hot coffee. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm just like a cigarette. I was only saying
that nigga probably strolling out of that bitch with a hot coffee, nigga.
Yeah, because Ben Beckman is a human, he's more likely to have it happen. That's how I see it, going down on a logical sense. And otherwise, of course, he has his hockey feet. He can do whatever he needs to do to get out of the situation. Like I said, I don't think none of them are going in. I was just saying, if there's one that's likely to happen, it would be the one that can't morph his body at all times like a Loki.
No, I understand. I completely understand your take because they're the humans, so they're the ones who actually have to deal with the difficulty of the poison. But it was just funny that as I thought about it, I'm like, that nigga probably walking out that bitch with a hot coffee, nigga.
That's why I started off with none of these dudes are getting killed, bro.
In a new gun. Hot coffee and a new gun. I promise.
None of them getting captured. Zoro, get out, get his on some blades.
So I say that because that used to be you kicking it, you on YouTube watching top 30s and shit, and you keep seeing Magellan in that bitch, and it used to offend me. I ain't gonna hold you. It used to legit offend me. I'm like, why the fuck is Magellan in here? Come on.
That's why.
What the fuck is... So with that being said, that was one of my first initial, why is he here? He can't even put the cuffs back on the First Commander if that nigga get out of his cell. Why is he here?
I was actually disappointed. I would actually like to give him a motherfucking revamp. He would have got promoted. We found out, even though he got this shit that happened from Impel Down before, we found out he did some good shit. Like he stopped a couple of Doflamingo's assassinations or whatever, and then he got promoted even past that rank. And then that they want to bring him in as like an actual vice admiral or fucking like something. I don't know. I just want more.
No, it's necessary because for the Impel Down 2.0 breakouts to be impactful, he needs to be there when it happens. Yeah. So I ain't upset that the fact that he's still there. I even more so like the fact that he stepped down from his role so he can be more active in the prison. So it's like, and I feel like even
did he step down or did he got demoted? He got demoted.
He didn't get demoted. He actually he chose to step down.
Okay.
But yeah, it was so he could be more active in the prison type shit and like, you know, really be like interactive and all that extra shit. So it also goes to show the notion of it's almost like the person like Garp who turned down the admiral position so he can really do what he wanted to do and needed to do type shit. You know what I'm saying? So just something for you to look at, like with people in positions and like in the Marine faction or the side of things or whatever the case. But all in all, like, so now that we've discussed that and we've come to the no first commander, Magellan's not putting no first commander back in cuffs. How does he fare with the second commanders? Does he clear them? Does he not clear them? Do some like to get past him?
He cleared. I think it depends on. Sanji's good. Sanji's good. I was about to say Sanji.
Wait, whoa. Sanji is third commander, gentlemen. Let's be factual.
Oh God, here we go.
We gonna be factual about it. Sanji got to get his rocks off when he had just 10 million over a nigga. No, was it 1 million? Maybe, I don't know. He got to get his rocks off. He had 1 digit above a nigga. Bro, third right now. We gonna keep it factual. I love my nigga, but he gonna have to get this work. You feel me? So he third. And with that being said, that lets you know the conversation for the third commanders. But we on seconds right now. We on seconds. Like, I still don't think Jinbei, I said Jinbei, I still don't think Magellan really just puts all seconds back in their shit. I don't. Like, maybe Smoothie, but it's just because I ain't seen how she working or what she working with.
No, Smoothie's probably
But I think Queen give him some work. I think Queen give him that work. I think motherfucking I mean shit. Yasop, Lucky Rude, take your pick, give him that fucking work. We not even discussing Cross Guild because the conversations are Mihawk and Crocodile. We're not even gonna go there. You feel me? Like, we're not even gonna go there. So, and then you have who's second commander on Blackbeard's crew? I don't know.
It'll still be between Shiryu or Kiji. So
wow, it'll still be between Shiryu and Aokiji. Like, you're fucked. You're still fucked, bro. You feel me? And then let's go to the retired, you know, RIP. Like, the second was Ace. I think Ace would have fared well, very well against Magellan, in fact. Because at the end of the day, he was poison. He can evaporate that substance with hot enough flame. He can evaporate it with hot enough flame.
I think these are fair points.
I didn't mean to slander Magellan like this. I just had to go ahead and get
it's been pretty disrespectful. I ain't gonna lie.
Being in that top 30, man, I'm so tired.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll tell you what. We're doing a top 30 soon.
okay, yeah.
You pull up for that. I'm gonna tell you, Magellan's gonna be in my top 30. I'm gonna cast my vote for him.
We gonna have a good back and forth.
Yeah, we'll do that. I want you there that day.
Cause guess what? So before that even happens, right? Give me your case on how he puts Killer back in cuffs.
I will not. I will save it for the video because it will take me too long. I will not.
He's not putting Killer back in no fucking cuffs.
No, I truly believe he will. I truly believe it. If it wasn't for you coming late to the chat, we could dive into it. But that's why I say I'm saving it all for the 30 debate. Because I believe he will. No, it's cool though. We had some good convo. Great insight from all parties involved. Definitely glad you all could make it. Kez, of course, was able to get his theories off. Sure. So supposedly this one man beat allegations. Congrats to him. We'll get more insight. We'll get more insight on those allegations next chapter.
You mean to tell me like Lucci told him about that nigga, and that nigga was like, "Oh yeah, I gotta go see for myself." And then Lucci took his shirt off, like, "Nigga, don't you see?" He said, "Why your shirt dripping? You bleeding through the shirt, blood? Like, what's going on? Like, bro, you still bleeding, nigga? He ain't cut you that deep, did he? What's wrong? And nah, you sure you ain't cut it in half? Like, how your back look?" That shit crazy.
A shame.
It's pretty deep.
A true shame.
Don't lean backwards. Like, that nigga not breathing the same, bro. Don't let me tell it. Them niggas don't want to hear that shit. Doctor told him. Lucci don't breathe the same, bro. No training for about 3 months. They don't want to hear that shit. You might miss the fight. You might miss the final war. They don't want to hear that shit. I'm telling you, Lucci not breathing the same. I'm telling you, though. You know that nigga don't breathe the same, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what Menace was talking about.
You fought Zoro? You know you just got Emma, right? You got that internal shit now. Like,
you know you're lucky to be alive, huh?
That's why your shit look like.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
The worst part about it is that Zoro has recently awakened that hockey. So like, bro, you getting this pressure that's been built up since he was 7 years old, nigga. You're unfortunate, dog. This is bad business for you, nigga. This shit crazy.
Yeah, bad look. But definitely catch us all on Reed's podcast tomorrow. The Straw Hat Podcast. Be on Twitch. Maybe a little IG. Not sure. But definitely stay tuned.
It's gonna be on Twitch. You're gonna stream it through IG.
Most def. Stay tuned because we will be having that top 30 convo soon. Till next time. Peace. Just Vinny. Mm-hmm.